Straight out of Ottawa, it's the List Critics 2.
Straight out of the Poconos, I guess? I don't know. It doesn't
Alright.
sound very badass when you say it like that.
Yeah. Well, it's also straight out of Ottawa, like, woohoo.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know. For all I know, in Canada, that could be like the Compton of Canada, for all I know.
Trust me, it ain't.
All right. I do trust you to say it ain't. You
We
know
have
what's fun?
beaver tails here.
There's the next town over is called Dingman's, and yeah, it doesn't sound very badass, does it? And it's not. And actually, it's 2 towns over now that I think of it. But when I went to see the movie, Straight Outta Compton, at the very end, right as the credits come up, some fucking idiot behind me, this kid goes, "Straight Outta Dingman's, bitches." Like he had been planning that.
He just waited, he practiced in the mirror.
Yeah, he waited through the 3-hour movie. He probably did practice in the mirror. He looked like Jesse Pinkman's gay little brother, you know?
Oh, Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, it's just this. He looked really young, and I'm like, I almost wanted to say something like, dude, that was stupid, but I decided
I think it would
done a good enough job of embarrassing himself.
I think it would have been better if someone else way in the back of the theater just yelled, "Nice!" after he said that.
But that was not nice.
No, but that would have made it even doubly funny.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Someone else on his level.
I don't know. Who's on that level?
Scum.
Yeah, exactly.
Pond scum.
Straight out of Dingman's, bitch.
Yeah, it's like straight out of Nepean. Woo!
Straight out of Kissimmee.
Suburb of Ottawa where I live.
Straight out of Kissimmee.
Kissimmee St. Cloud.
Yeah! Yeah, there's not a lot of towns that have that same, that badass cred, you know?
Eh.
Oh, boy. Didn't I tell you, as soon as I sit down and do this, my phone starts going ballistic? You hear, it's all Steam notifications.
Mm-hmm. Straight out of dildo.
Straight out of dildo. I think that's what that kid did when he got home.
Oh.
That's what I said. Damn right. Okay. Okay, so...
I think we're doing lists here.
Yeah, eventually. I have a bunch of lists up, but we got to start the way that we start.
Yes.
You know? We got to start with Tumblr getting deep.
Yeah, you gotta get a little deep.
Deep in these nuts.
These nuts.
Speaking of which, have you heard the new the Zombie Sneak Attack song that I debuted on the Potato Cast show?
I did. I listened to the Potato Cast.
What did you think of these nuts?
These nuts. It's another ZSA classic. ZSA, excuse me.
Oh, that's right, because you're Canadian, you say ZSA.
Mm-hmm.
Strange. All right. Tumblr gets deep. We got 21 of them. Gay Alien Babe. I just want to pause and say I love the name. Gay Alien Babe.
I'm down.
Says, why is yikes plural? Why so many yike?
Okay, that is a little deep.
That is messing with my head.
Yeah.
That's like why is James plural? How many Jame? You know? You have that one. All right. Flashing Light says, okay, so there's a game me and my friends play called Don't Get Me Started, and basically someone gives another person a random topic and they have to go on an angry rant about it, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to us at parties and car rides, so I highly recommend playing sometimes with your friends.
So it has to be an angry rant.
That could be interesting because you could introduce some form of challenge to it. Like if we were doing it, like I would say like chocolate chip cookies, and you'd be like, "Oh, don't get me started," and then you'd have to rant about chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm. Like yeah, oh man, when you get those cookies that are like, they say they're soft cookies, but then you open the box and they're hard as rocks, and you bite into one and it crumbles into like a million pieces, and then you try to pick them off the floor, and you're like, oh, most of them are chocolate chips anyway, and then you're just eating the cookie bits.
See, it's supposed to be an angry rant, not a Cosby routine.
Oh, quick sidebar. My brother, he found this old comedy tape of Bill Cosby, and it was called Time Flies, and of course
I have that one.
Yeah, and underneath he wrote, especially when you're high on Quaaludes.
Oh snap! Time flies and you wake up kind of sore.
Yeah, that was the comment I actually left on it was, oh. No.
Snapple. All right then. Well, now that we
Yeah.
had our
Sidebar.
prerequisite Cosby rape joke, let's move on.
Yes.
Eros and Milk writes, things me and bats have in common. Small, try to be scary but get scared by everything. Bad vision, runs into walls often, awake at night. Damn. Likes fruit and confused.
And premise for badass superhero?
Your mother. Oh.
Yeah, she's all right.
All right. Carry on my OTP. Posts a picture of this like very confused looking older lady sitting at a computer, sort of gesturing at her hand like, what is this? You know?
Yeah.
And it says, when someone uses an abbreviation and I have to look it up.
Yeah, like, I guess some abbreviation now is just the letters AF, which means as I didn't know that though, because
I kind of that one I figured out from context though.
Yeah, but I would see something on Facebook like I'm tired AF, like
yeah, I'm
what?
tired as fuck.
Yeah, but I had no basis for context for it, so I was like, what is and especially when this person uses no punctuation, no capital letters.
Internet syndrome. You know, Andrew always comes up with these acronyms that I've never heard of, and he'll just say like, "Oh yeah, you know, PQST or whatever," and I'm just like, and I'll call him out. I'll be like, "Do you really expect me to know what the fuck that means?" That's not a thing. Don't try to make it a thing. All right. The common chick says, instead of 7 for $27, how about 27 for $7? Platonic Knife Lust says, I feel that like this is about underwear. And Wild Little Fairy says, this is definitely about underwear.
Ooh. Yeah, but if you're getting 27 pairs of underwear for $7, what kind of underwear are we talking about?
They're probably the kind that you wear once and they just like fall apart.
You wear once and then burn.
Yeah, like you fart a hole in it immediately. Have you ever actually farted a hole in your underwear?
Can't say I have.
I did once.
That is a mean fart.
Well, okay, to be fair, I was about 14 at the time, right?
Okay.
Hitting that growth spurt hard.
Ooh.
So they were tight. You know what I'm saying? It was an older pair and they were tight. And they were probably bursting already, and then I let out a real screamer, and
you released a demon from your ass?
I released the Kraken, and like a flap came out. You know what I'm saying? It was that bad. But like I said, to be fair, I can't take all the credit. They were tight. Like I said, it was hitting that growth spurt real hard.
Damn.
All right. Grinderman 2 says, fuck outer space. It is way too big. And while we're at it, fuck germs too. Too small. Everything should be between the size of a bug and a car.
Yeah, human-sized, in other words.
I don't know. What about buildings? We need those. Okay, Serration says, constantly torn between if it's meant to be, it will be, and if you want it, go get it. You are worth everything replies with, seriously, though, and Thor in cap replies with, how about a mix of the two? If it's meant to be, it's up to me.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that, too.
That's some good, genuine advice.
Friendcool Zone says, what is a sex drive? Where is the sex going? Does it even have a license?
I think they made a movie based on that pun. Called Sex Drive, actually.
I hope not. Kermit the Frog. This is the official Tumblr of Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Listening to a good song, but it was in a Shrek film, so the entire time you're like, and it shows this like drawing a very nervous looking kid listening to a song and like this creepy Shrek face behind him.
Oh, Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
I don't know anything about that. I don't like Shrek. Shrek can suck my fucking ass. Craving says, someone somewhere is going to get a puppy at this very moment, and I'm smiling because I can only imagine their happiness.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. Well, I feel the same way about kitties,
I can counter that with somehow, someone is getting diarrhea right at this very second.
Oh, and then you're still smiling because it's not you.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, it's not me. I am smiling. Okay, there you go. Tom sits like a whore. That's this person's name. Says, to get a lot of followers, you need a popular post. To get a popular post, you need a lot of followers. So then, and there's just like this very unamused looking cat. And everybody that replies posts with a picture of the unamused cat, except they keep flipping it over. So the next person says, to get a job, you need experience. To get experience, you need a job. The next person posts, to get a car, you need a job. To get a job, you need a car. Which is not true. You don't have a car. You're blind and you have a job.
Hell yeah.
And finally, someone says,
transit.
to become more comfortable with social interaction, you need to go to public places. To go to public places, you need to become more comfortable with social interaction.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
You can go to, public places, I don't know, like a library or the bank or whatever, and not necessarily have to socially interact all that much. You can use the machine. You can just take a look.
You're okay. Stop. I'm going to put a stop to this right now. Okay, Jua Pomusket. This is what bothers me about Tumblr. There's absolutely no quality control when it comes to the people's names.
Some of them are pretty clever, though.
Jua Pomustakala. Yeah, but there should be somebody that vets these. This person says, my two favorite things. Cats with everyday objects as names. Example, pants broke into the catnip again. And 2, cats with unexpectedly normal names. How did Kenneth get on top of the fridge? You never hear somebody naming their cat like James or something. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's always like Mr. Tittles or some shit,
Mr. Tittles.
Or some shit like that. Gay Dicks 420. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why is that a lot? Gay Dicks 420.
There's no blaze it at the end?
There should be. Me as a cowboy who has never experienced an earthquake. Damn gosh golly mama, this is one bucking bronco tries to lasso a building. Whoa there, Bessie. That probably was way funnier in that person's head.
Yeah, maybe the 420 is, maybe they're 420.
When they typed it out, there was something lost in translation there.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody got money for that. See, that's a good name. This person writes, a list of the loudest noises. Dad sneezes, mom yells, trying to get a pot out of the pot cupboard, dropping the shampoo bottle in the shower, flushing the toilet at 3 a.m. in the morning, and IMAX.
I agree with all of those.
Those are all incredibly loud, like way louder than they ought to be.
And when my dad finishes a sneeze, it's got to finish with a swear word, otherwise it doesn't count.
So he's like, you fuck!
Shit!
I do that too, though. See, my dad, I think he actually purposely sneezes louder than normal. Like, you heard me sneeze several times earlier. Was that, unusually loud?
No, it just sounded like sneeze.
It was a sneeze. When he does it, he puts his vocal cords into it. It's like, it sounds more like...
a guttural sound?
Like, it honestly sounds more like grunting than sneezing. And then you got some women that they got... Ee! And that's a sneeze. Like, they'll be sitting there like... Ee! And then they're looking at you like they're expecting you to say something, And you're like, what the hell was that?
Or it sounds like a snicker, like... well, and that's
Tanya,
it.
Tanya meows.
Pardon?
She meows. Meow!
Aww.
It's not cute. It's really annoying.
Okay.
I can't quite convey how ear piercing it is. Okay, oh wow, what an... Okay, this asshole says, can we just take a moment to appreciate the feeling of putting on new socks for the first time?
I actually have 4 pairs of yet-to-be-worn socks, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm jelly. All right.
You jelly, bro?
Uncasts writes, lying in a freshly made bed after taking a shower is probably one of the best feelings ever. Makes sense in my head replies with, I'll see your bed and raise you a fluffy, flush, freshly laundered bathrobe with a purring cat curled up against your thigh. Ooh. And our system life replies with, I see you, Rays, and add a light thunderstorm outside in the fall just when all the leaves have turned shades of orange and red and your favorite song comes on shuffle without having to skip 10 songs to get to it.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be funny if, that image, right, exactly that, except the favorite song is, something by, Anal Cunt?
Yes!
That would be great. Okay. Red Bulling says, I'm so mad that Donald Trump is real. Me too. Me too.
I don't know. He's becoming more and more a caricature of himself as time goes on.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. A Adidadlu says, me finding my own shit in my sister's room while I'm stealing her shit. Why the fuck does my sister think it's okay to steal my shit? That's funny.
Yeah, put the shoe on the other foot, son.
Yeah. Basic Mom says, why do Americans freak out over us Canadians having bagged milk? What? Beef Bay says, who the
Yeah.
fuck bags milk? Basic Mom replies with, who the fuck brings guns into Walmart? Bergen without glorious ass butt says, yeah, that's fair. Wait, do they put milk in bags up there?
Yeah.
How does that even work? How do you put a liquid in a bag?
I don't know. It's just like a plastic bag, and then you just we have these little things that you can just cut off the one of the sides of the bag or one of the corners.
I'm having a real hard time imagining this. Hold on.
It looks totally normal.
I'm sure it doesn't. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Really?
Why? Why are you doing this?
Is that really so strange?
It is very strange. What is wrong with the plastic jug or the paper carton? As a matter of fact, we don't even do the paper carton anymore. It's all plastic jug.
I don't know. It takes up less space.
Oh, because space is at a premium. You got to have room for those beaver tails and poutines in there, right?
Thank you.
God. Bagged milk. What the fuck?
It's totally fine.
It's not. There's no way that that's fine. I'm sorry, that's not fine at all. That's very coarse. Okay,
I don't know. I'm so desensitized and used to it that I don't even think twice.
Well, the rest of the world is looking at you like, what?
Sideways look.
Yeah. Okay, B-Watch posts this, person, how are you? Me, I'm okay. Person, why just okay? Message appears. You are not an experienced enough friend to unlock this response yet. Try again after reaching friendship level 10.
Ooh.
That should be a thing. And finally, Tesco's Finest says, shout out to people wondering what the opposite of in is. Blue Masquerade replies with, I had to read this 3 times before I got the joke. Shout out. Get it?
Yes, shout out, in, out.
Yeah, it's not funny.
Hilarious.
I'm just making sure you get it. It's not funny. All right, out of 21, I'm going to go 17 on this one. What do you say, Jesse?
I'm thinking some of them are actually pretty good. I'm going to raise it to 18.
Okay, then.
I raise you an 18.
15 Twitter jokes everyone should read. Poorly drawn turtle ad Know the Other John says, the hardest thing to steal is probably scissors because you can't run away. Yeah, well, if you run with scissors, you might, fall and puncture your milk.
Right? Yes, thank you again. See?
The only good thing about, putting milk in a bag would be that is, the closest thing to having, like a milk boob.
Yeah, if you're that incredibly desperate.
Well, I'm stretching here, man. I'm trying to justify it, but it's not that justifiable. Sophia Benoit at one follower no dad says, men, confidence is sexy. Me, oh my god, wait till you find out about feminism. You're gonna love it.
That's pretty good.
Ditelli, I'm trying to read this, but it looks like it ends with chode.
Maybe it is
I'm wondering
chode.
if it's just me, but Ditelli Sachode? I don't know. And Dave Ditelli? His name's Ditelli, so Ditelli's a chode. Okay.
Ditelli is a chode.
Ditelli's a chode. Just realized my phone doesn't have a gravestone emoji, and now I don't know how to mourn.
Oh no.
Welcome to the
What
future.
do you do? Just use ASCII.
Doth the Doth says, the Kraken is now your stepdad. His tentacles are doing small circles on your mom's thigh while he talks about boats.
That is a weird image. Makes me think of Octodad.
That's a bad image. Slender Gentile at DVNFRL says, a 1999 bill with Billy Mays on it instead of a president. Okay, I'm down for that. Megan,
Billy Mays here. Spend me.
yeah, Megan Pettit at Megan Pettit says, my mom once swore at me for being so... Okay, hold on. Back up. My mom once swore at me for so long and so creatively that other children gathered around and cheered like she was winning a rap battle.
What? I wonder what they did.
I wonder what was said. I really do. That's Marie Colette at Marie Colette says, I'm not racist, but I think it's wrong that Gonzo was married to a chicken.
He was?
I must have not seen that one.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw the first 10 minutes of the Muppet show that's coming out.
Yeah?
Laughed my ass off.
For real?
Yeah. Laughed my ass off.
Oh, man.
It's so funny. Jason Last Name, seen this guy quite a few times on this, says, Goodminton, let's slap around a cute little ball. Badminton, no, let's use a shuttlecock.
Yeah. I like Goodminton.
Shuttlecock. Aaron F says, always a bridesmaid, never a terrifyingly silent and excruciatingly cold space monolith. I think we all know that pain.
Yeah, man.
Shut Up Mike at Shut Up Mike. Jin says, my favorite animals at the zoo are just like the random birds walking around like they belong. Go home, pigeon. This is Fancy Bird Town. I've actually seen that one before. Allison Agosti at Allison Agosti says, shout out to rugs that perfectly accentuate a room, and double shout out to being of an age to appreciate said rugs.
Yeah, I guess there comes a point in your life where
you have nothing important to care about, so you care about how the rugs accentuate the room.
Suddenly rugs become important.
Yeah. Guy Dangerous at Lurky says, no thanks to Ouija boards. I don't even want to talk to the living.
Yeah, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Amusetron at Abusatron says, I see some youths doing crime and put down my filthy bucket of clams. It's clam jamming time, or something, I say, unsure of my catchphrase.
Clam jamming time.
Let's go play clam digger.
Clam digger.
Slothy at Slothy says, you breed dogs? Don't they do that on their own? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, if you leave them alone for long enough. And finally, B. Kerr at B. Kerr says, what is your name? Keith. No, your surname. Sir Keith. No, your second name. Counts on fingers. Keith. That is way funnier than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, out of 15. These were pretty good. There was a repeat in there, but 13 is what I'm going to say. What do you say, Jesse?
I'm thinking the same thing, actually. 13.
Okay. Oh, that's what my phone was going. Some chick followed me on Twitter.
Yeah, she did.
I don't know who this is, but she looks like a model or something, so I'm like thinking spam bot.
Hey, whatever. Follower's follower.
Oh, my foot fell asleep and now it's waking up angry. All right, so I have this really, really interesting list here, Jesse. It's a movie list.
Ooh.
And it's 25 movies that audiences loved, but critics hated. And we actually have the difference in the you know how like Metacritic has the score, and then there's like the audience score?
Yeah,
We
audiences.
actually have the differences between them, so you can see these huge gaps.
I have a feeling there might be at least one or two on here that I genuinely like.
Probably, because there are, you know, like movies that audiences generally like. Can you make a guess as to a movie that audiences like but the critics did not?
Probably a stupid comedy.
Stupid, like an Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, well, there's a few stupid comedies on here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first number 20, it's 25, and number 25 is Bad Boys 2.
I saw that on my birthday, and I thought it was great.
Badass movie. Audience gave it 78%, critics 23%.
Ouch. And you know they're in the works for a third one?
Yes, and I'm excited about that. You know what it is the critics see Michael Bay's name and they automatically go for Super Saiyan. They just hate him so much.
Yeah.
Number 24 is Super Troopers. It's got an audience score of 90%, critic score 35%.
I thought it was funny the first time.
I did not see it, so I have no opinion on that. Number 23 is Raise Your Voice, which is some movie with Hilary Duff. Therefore, I will never see it.
Mm-hmm.
Audiences gave it 71%, critics 15%.
And the audience that saw it probably genuinely liked Hilary Duff.
Yeah, probably a lot of like tween girls gave it that score.
Play
National
to your audience.
Lampoon. Okay, see, I've seen this one. I like this one. National Lampoon's Van Wilder. Van Wilder was a pretty funny movie.
I thought that was hilarious.
74% from audiences, only 18% from critics.
Oh, that's Ryan Reynolds. That is Ryan Reynoldsist.
Yeah, that's the most Ryan Reynolds that a Ryan Reynolds could be. Stomp the Yard. That is an actual name of a movie.
Gonna
It
get a lot of potholes that way.
82% from the audiences, 26% from the critics.
Ooh. I don't even know what it is. Is it a football movie?
It's one of those hip-hop dance movies.
Oh, jeez.
You know, they're just terrible.
Like Honey?
Oh, God. The Covenant, which is something about prep school students discovering they have supernatural powers, according to this. The audience score is not even that high. It's 62%. But the critic score is 3%. 3%.
But even 62, that's like slightly better than okay.
It's like slightly above average, and then you're thinking that's not even high to be on this list. But then when you look at how low the critic score is, holy shat.
Yeah.
Number 19, speaking of stupid comedies, A Night at the Roxbury. I saw this just to see how they could take a sketch about two guys who bob their heads and stretch that into 90 minutes, and it was awful. But
yeah.
Audiences gave it 70%, critics 11%. There you go. Medea's Family Reunion, number 18. All these Tyler Perry movies can just kiss my entire ass.
Yeah, you were right, because...
yeah, just can't stand Tyler Perry. You know
Hallelujah! Oh, that's hilarious.
Do you know what the highest rated Tyler Perry movie is?
What?
Star Trek.
Yeah, that's true.
Audience score on this was 84%, critic score 25%.
84?
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't know who the audience is for that. I don't know anybody that likes Tyler Perry. I know one person that kind of likes them, but that's it. Number 17 is Because I Said So, which is a movie I never heard of.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the poster, and it has Diane Keaton and Mandy Moore, and it looks super chick flicky.
Well, there you go. Just spelled it out.
The audience score, not even that high, 65%, but the critic score is 5%.
Gulp.
Wow, gulp is right. Number 16,
Wonder if it made
Empire
back its money.
Records is on here.
I like that.
Never seen it.
It's got Liv Tyler.
Yeah, I know Liv Tyler's in it, but that's about all I know about it. But audience score on this was 84%, critic score 24%. So there you go.
I mean, it wasn't great, but it was definitely worth watching.
Okay, another one of those really bad hip-hop dance movies, Step Up, is on here at number 15.
Oh, yeah, Step Up.
Audience score 83%, critic score 19%.
Like, who watches these? Just
People
like
that are
teens,
really,
I guess?
People that are really into watching other people dance. My grandma would be all over this shit. Except she doesn't like hip-hop, so... But I mean, I like a certain type of hip hop, but it's not the type they play in those movies. I like gangster rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see them dance and to express yourself. That's what I want to see.
Express yourself. Yeah.
All you've got to do is spread the sound.
Yeah.
Okay, number 14 is a movie that I've unfortunately seen. One of the worst comedies I can imagine. Grandma's Boy.
Oh, and it's about video game developers, kind of.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Oh, puke-worthy. And this was an Adam Sandler movie that Adam Sandler wasn't even in. I think he produced it or something. Audience score, a shockingly high 86%. Critics score, a shockingly high 18%.
80? Really?
I don't even believe 18. 18 is too high.
For a Happy Madison, for a low-key Happy Madison project.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie. Number 13 is Grind, which I guess is about skateboarding.
Well, I like skateboarding.
Comedy.
Audience
score 79%, critics score 8%.
I can't diss it because it sounds like something I could possibly like.
That's something I couldn't possibly like.
I dig skateboarding.
Oh, God. Number 12 is called Last Ounce of Courage.
That's what you need to go see the movie, I guess.
They call it a overzealously jingoistic war film. Okay. So, audience score on this was 70%. Critic score, 0.
Oh, no.
0.
Yikes.
That's a 70% spread there. So is the next one, Rise of the Foot Soldier.
Oh.
Which is a biopic about Carlton Leach, somebody I don't even know who that is.
Not those purple robots from Ninja Turtles?
Now, when I hear, I was thinking like the Carlton dance, but audience score on this was 84%, critic score 14%. Number 10, here's Medea again. This is the first one, I think. Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it says it right here. It's the first one. Audience score on this was 87%, critic score 16%.
87! That movie was terrible! I've seen it! It
Oh.
was awful!
Damn.
Ugh.
Number 9, The Boondock Saints.
For real? Shit.
The audience score on this is really high. It's 91%.
It is really good.
Well, the critics didn't care for it. 20% from the critics.
Oh, that sucks. Maybe because some of the acting is a little hammy, but I genuinely liked it.
Number 8 is Shatas.
That's what I did in my pants after seeing it.
Did you see this?
No.
Well, the audience score on this very high, 91%. Critic score 19%.
Wow. Well, maybe it's
Big
good.
spread there. Number 7 is Facing the Giants. It's a football movie.
Yeah, I was going to say.
This is a Christian football movie.
Oh, baby.
So this is something that Tim Tebow just jerks off to, except he wouldn't jerk off because Jesus doesn't like that.
Or Kirk Cameron.
Number 7, that's that. Audience score 86%, critic score 13%. Number 6 is Modigliani.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, about some guy who paints. I don't know. Very big spread on this. Audience score 79%, critic score 4%.
Man, who gave it that 4? How did it get up to 4%, I wonder?
Well, the way that I'm assuming this is Rotten Tomatoes. The way that Rotten Tomatoes works, yeah, because this says, Rotten Tomatoes, is that it's not that somebody gave it a 4. It's that 4% of the critics gave it a positive review.
So it's just good or bad?
Yeah, that's basic. That's why I prefer something like Metacritic, because they give you an average of scores.
Numbers.
Whereas what Rotten Tomatoes just is they take a review and they decide whether or not it's a positive or negative, and then they tell you what percentage of critics liked it, so to speak.
So even if somebody thought it was only kind of good, that's still positive?
Yes, exactly. So like if somebody gave it a 6 out of 10, that could account for that 4%.
Yeah.
Okay, Belly is number 5. There's a movie called Belly.
Is it about the singer? I wonder.
No, considering that it stars Nas and DMX.
Oh, shit.
Audience score on this was 89%, critic score 13%. I can imagine DMX acting. Can you imagine him just through the whole thing?
He would just be angry the whole time.
Suck my dick. Nigga.
He would be an angry actor.
Well, he's an angry guy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is Out Cold, which apparently is a snowboarding movie.
Oh, dear.
It's several steps below the skateboarding movie. But Out Cold, audience score 85%, critic score 8%.
I think I might have heard of it. I wonder if... Wasn't Zach Galifianakis in that movie?
I see him on the poster.
All right, there you go. It's the one I'm thinking of. I've never seen it. I just seen the poster.
Number 3 is Only the Strong. So this is one of those movies where some guy teaches things to inner city schools, you know.
Dangerous Minds?
Yeah, except I think he's like teaching them kickboxing.
Okay.
Yeah, let's teach them how to punch and kick better and more accurate, right?
Yeah.
Audience score on this was 78%. Critic score 0.
Ooh, tough luck.
78% spread there. Number 2 is Sparkle. There's a movie called Sparkle.
Oh no.
Apparently it's about... Oh, wow. So, apparently this is about gospel singers in Harlem.
Yeah. All right.
And apparently it was remade in 2012 with starring Whitney Houston.
Really?
Really.
And
But this is the original. It came out
Okay.
in 1976. Audience score on this was 92%, critic score 13%.
92. Is that good? Well, Sister Act did it better.
Okay, finally, I lost the window here. Where am I? Okay, here we are. Number 1, the biggest difference between the two scores, and you're never going to guess this movie. This is the craziest fucking thing. Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer.
I've seen this movie.
If you're about our age, you probably have at one point. You know,
Yeah.
I think I might have seen this. I don't remember though.
It was very colorful.
I would imagine so. But Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer got an audience score of 80%, a critic score 0.
Oh, dang.
Difference of 80.
Dang.
That's a big distinction there. So, very interesting. I'm going to give this the full 25 out of 25 because that's all factual and it was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I got to give it a perfect score, too, because the numbers don't lie.
Yeah. I have another one from the same site. This is Hollywood.com, by the way, for anyone that's interested. It's the 25 biggest box office flops of all time.
Ooh.
So this is by total losses. Essentially, they weigh the budget against how much it made worldwide, and they decide what had the biggest difference, and therefore, what is the biggest flop.
Can you think of any flops offhand?
You know, what was that movie? There was a movie in the 70s. I don't know if it would be on here, but there was a movie called Ishtar.
Oh,
That
yeah.
had a really big budget because it had a lot of big stars, but nobody went to see it.
Waterworld.
But I don't know if it would be on here, but because every year they come up with bigger and better ways to fail.
Waterworld would be on here probably somewhere.
I think Waterworld would probably be on here, except I think it did make a lot of money. Like, people didn't like it, but I think a lot of people went to see it. But anyway, number 25 is Hugo. All I know about it is that the kid is hanging off a clock on the poster. That's basically as far as I know.
No, Hugo, like how do you spell that?
Hugo.
Oh, Hugo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Hugo, Hugo. But
You go
total
here.
loss estimated $77 million.
Ooh.
Number 24, I've seen this one, Triple X State of the Union.
That's the one with Ice Cube?
Yes, and I will admit that I went to see it because Ice Cube was in it.
He is pretty good.
And
But I'm not gonna see Are We There Yet?
Well, my parents saw that. They said it was funny. I don't know. Triple X State of the Union. It wasn't that bad either. I mean, it was ridiculous, but estimated $77.5 million lost on that one.
I haven't seen any of the Triple X movies, and I'm not really interested.
See, the first, they were both bad, but the second one, at least it had Ice Cube in it.
Yeah, that's a redeeming factor.
Yeah. He was funny, you know. Number 23, Tomorrowland. That was about Disney.
That was recent.
Yes. And it lost $77.6 million.
The trailer looked good.
Wasn't Clooney in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. It didn't look good.
I thought the trailer looked interesting.
It
She
looked
picks up the pen and goes to a different world.
It looked like a failure.
Huh.
You know what I mean? It looked like something that people weren't going to see. And to be honest with you, Clooney does not have a good track record for successful movies.
Like, the successful ones he's in are very successful.
Like what?
But,
Exactly.
yeah.
See, he's in some good movies, but they're the more independent things he does.
I guess he's transcended to the point where now you just think Clooney and good.
Yeah, but you shouldn't, because what were his first couple of movies? That fucking spy movie that nobody saw, and Batman and Robin? I mean...
From Dusk Till Dawn?
Oh, God, that was bad. All right, number 22 is The Wolfman. I actually saw this in the theaters, the remake.
That was the
so
newest
bad.
Wolf movie?
What's that?
The newest Wolfman movie?
Yeah, it was so bad.
I didn't bother seeing it.
It also lost $80.1 million. It was terrible. I was bored to tears.
Is this counting for inflation, too?
No, it's just going by budget versus worldwide gross.
Okay.
So it's the difference, not
Okay.
anything else. Number 21, Wind Talkers.
Huh.
Well, Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
It lost $81.1 million.
He can be entertaining sometimes, though.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a serious movie.
Oh dear.
World War II and whatnot. Number 20, The Nutcracker in 3D. I don't know why anybody thought they'd want to see a movie, not even a play, but a movie of The Nutcracker in 3D. $81.9 million lost on that one.
Man, in 3D, like, what are you going to show in 3D?
What, the three-headed mouse or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah!
Number 19 is Supernova. A lot of sci-fi flicks bomb hard.
Understandably.
Yeah.
It's a niche market.
This one lost $82.5 million.
I forget what that one was even about.
Space? I don't know.
The Final Frontier.
Number 19, Town and Country. I don't even know this one.
I don't even know who's in it. Like
Warren Beatty, Diane Keaton. It's an older one.
Diane Keaton, there you go.
$84.8 million lost about this.
Damn.
Number 17, Treasure Planet, another Disney failure.
This is one of the Disney movies I have not seen, so I don't know if it...
Of course you have. Who would go see this?
Treasure Planet. I don't know.
I mean, it's Disney and live action don't always mix.
Was it live action, or was it one of the animated ones?
Live action.
Okay.
$85.2 million lost.
Hmm.
Number 16, another sci-fi bomb, Jupiter Ascending. Just from the poster, you could tell it's bad.
How so?
Because it's got this cool like space background, Jupiter and shit, and then it's like this young couple all looking at each other all moody and shit, and it's
there you go.
And it's just like, oh, it's one of those, you know.
When you try and mix those two together,
exactly.
Either go hard on the love or go hard in space.
Yeah.
Or just hard altogether.
No, $88 million lost on that. Number 15, Evan Almighty.
Yeah.
On the long list of sequels to Jim Carrey movies that don't have Jim Carrey in them.
The Mask.
Yeah, Son of the Mask, yeah. This lost $88.2 million.
The commercials made it look unappetizing.
It really did. It was not marketed well at all. I never saw it just because it looked bad.
All right, it's like, I get the jokes. I don't even have to see the movie.
Number 14, Cutthroat Island.
Oh, yeah, that was a flop.
Yeah.
That was a flop.
Oh, that was one of the biggest flops. Gina Davis as a pirate? No thanks.
The game was a piece of shit, too.
Oh, God. I remember playing that for a request.
Yeah?
$88.8 million lost here.
Ugh. Then that's like early 90s, right?
Yeah, mid-90s, I think.
Mid-90s? Okay.
Somewhere around there. Number 13, Green Lantern.
Oh, that hurts,
Green Lantern lost a lot of money, yeah. $90 million.
I like that part in the Deadpool trailer where he's like, don't make the suit green or animated.
This doesn't make sense, actually. I'm looking at the numbers here.
Oh, yeah?
It says the budget's $200 million and that worldwide gross was $219 million. So isn't that a very small profit?
It's a profit.
It's
they
a
made
small
money.
Profit, but I think that they're taking into account other things, though.
Maybe it's just North America or maybe
it
just
says
America.
Worldwide gross.
Oh, it actually says, okay.
But I think they may be taking marketing and shit like that into account because Green Lantern was marketed very hard, if you remember.
Yeah, lots of
You
stuff.
couldn't go anywhere without seeing Ryan Reynolds' face.
Mm-hmm.
The Alamo is number 12. I didn't even know they made a movie out of the Alamo.
I forgot about it.
Yeah. $94 million lost on this one.
Yee.
Wow. Number 11. This is a good movie, I thought, but it was a massive failure. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
I loved it.
But nobody went to see it.
Yeah.
$94.4 million lost on this.
Didn't that actually close Square Pictures?
Yes, it was their first and only production.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Number 10, The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
This is one of those things that you look at the poster and you're like, yeah, no, what else is playing?
Yeah.
$96.4 million.
It was a dark time in Eddie Murphy's career.
It still is, let's face it. Number 9 is Stealth.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Stealth. Do you remember this movie?
Was that about those planes that
yeah.
had AI?
Yes, exactly. I remember that
Yeah.
this was Jamie Foxx was in it, and it was
Oh yeah.
right after he did Ray, and I was just like, why would you go right from Ray to a movie like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like he just had his breakout I can act motherfuckers movie, and then he goes to stealth. $96.5 million lost on that one.
I wonder what's going to be the first movie to break 100 in losses. I wonder.
It's this very next one. It's number
Oh,
8, Sahara.
I barely remember. Like I'm just picturing the friggin' desert
This was Matthew McConaughey before he was respected.
during the all right days.
Yes. It's before people realized, wow, he can act. And then Penelope Cruz was just there for some reason.
Just being her.
Yeah. $100.3 million lost.
Yikes.
Number 7, Jack the Giant Slayer. I remember my parents went to see this thing, and even they said it was bad.
I remember not seeing it.
I also remember not seeing it. Oh, man. And that was a $101.1 million loss on that one.
Who was in that?
Ewan McGregor was in it. I know that.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Number 6, this is a movie that I saw, I reviewed, and it was bad. R.I.P.D.
Oh, the Men in Black kind of thing?
Men in Black meets Ghostbusters, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
It was so bad. It should have been really funny. Like, the trailers, which were playing constantly on television especially, made it seem really funny.
It looked cool.
They did a really good job marketing it, but when I went to see... I didn't go to the theater, but I wound up downloading it, because I did it for Comic-Con, and it was shockingly bad.
Oof.
$114.8 million lost on that.
Oh, boy.
From the last one. Number 5, oh yeah, had another Disney bomb, The Lone Ranger.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
remember
my dad wanted to see this, and I was just like, why? And he's like, well, when I was a kid, I liked The Lone Ranger. And I'm just like, yeah, but look at this. Like, you could tell it's bad. I mean...
Little overblown.
Yeah. $119.7 million lost on that one.
And that's Johnny Depp.
Another Disney loss that my parents went to see is number 4, John Carter.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it just marketed really bad?
I
or
didn't
not
even
at all?
Understand the marketing on that. Like, I think they were trying to go for like a Star Wars type of trailer, but it didn't work.
Yeah, like I didn't really know what it was, so I just didn't bother.
Look, I'm a huge fan of those books, and I didn't go see it.
I didn't even know they were books. Like, I just don't know the world of John Carter.
Warlord of Mars?
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Oh, well, okay.
They're
I don't know
really
who that is.
good. I mean, but
I'll take your word for it.
It lost 120. You can get most of them for free on Kindle. Because they're old. They're like from the late 19th, early 20th century.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They were like the original sci-fi novels, dude.
I don't... Now I know.
Yeah, $121.6 million lost on that.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like they're going to hurt from that.
Oh my God, I didn't think of this, but yeah, this was bad. Number 3 is The 13th Warrior. That was so terrible.
I don't think I saw that. I remember the title, though.
I remember there were Vikings, and then there was like this Arab guy who taught them how to fight or some shit. And then there were like zombie Vikings that they were fighting, something like that. It was so disgustingly bad.
Oh dear.
It was one of those, like, it was based on a Michael Crichton book. And here's the thing, other than like Jurassic Park, Michael Crichton wrote a whole lot of crap.
But to be fair, zombie Vikings do sound pretty cool.
Yeah, they didn't. It wasn't cool in the movie. $129.1 million lost on that.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Number 2, Mars Needs Moms. I'm shocked they made a movie called that.
I have like a weird curiosity about this. Just I want to know what it is. Like, why do they need moms so bad?
Who knows? Who knows?
Is that Disney again or DreamWorks or something?
It's Disney.
Oh man.
$130.5 million loss on that.
Oh.
And finally, I didn't think of this, the number 1 worst bomb of all time, 47 Ronin.
Really? Yeah. That movie?
Yeah.
Huh.
It made a respectable amount of money, but the budget was ridiculous. It lost $149.5 million.
Whoa. I feel a little robbed. Like, it's so anticlimactic. Like,
It is, yeah, it
47
is.
Ronin. Like, really?
Keanu. Shaw.
Oh.
All right, out
Shaw.
of 25, I feel a little robbed. I'm gonna lower it a little. I'm gonna go to 20.
Mm, yeah, I don't know. 18.
Okay, I got one here from geeksvip.com. It's a book list,
Oh.
and this is books that were banned for stupid reasons.
Oh, boy. I hope it has the reason.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give you the book, and you tell me if you know the reason why it would have been banned.
Oh,
Or
okay. Does it say where it
challenged, I
was
should say.
banned?
Well, the first one doesn't. I think it's here in America,
Oh, okay.
but if it seems otherwise, I'll let you know.
Okay.
First off, we have The Giving Tree.
The Giving Tree. You know, I'm really bad with books, so I'm probably not even going to know what the hell some of these
Children's
are.
book by Shel Silverstein, and about the tree that gives stuff to the kid. I don't know.
I don't know. Why would it be banned? It's a children's book.
It has been challenged and banned for depicting a selfish child who some psychologists have considered manipulative and dangerous.
So, kids can be that way.
By Felicia. Number 2, The Great Gatsby, your favorite book.
Oh, why? Like, is it for, like, a disillusioning the American dream or something?
The drunken and promiscuous laissez-faire lifestyle depicted in F. Scott Fitzgerald's great American novel has caused it to be banned several times since it was first published.
Oh, but that was the 20s, man.
Yeah.
Everything was laissez-faire.
Yeah. Number 3, Where the Wild Things Are, another children's book.
I do remember hearing about this being banned, but I forget why.
Just the dark nature of it.
The drawings were really, really good, though.
The drawings were amazing, but yeah, it was basically about, like how the kid was kind of an ass, and it was very kind of dark and psychological, and they thought it was inappropriate for kids.
He became the monster that
See,
he's
I
feared.
think that the problem is that people who challenge these books, you don't give, especially the children's books like Where the Wild Things Are, they don't give kids enough credit. They think that's too dark, and but kids deal with dark things. You know what I mean? And I think the whole point of it was that his parents were getting divorced or something. Kids go through that shit. Number 4, here's a classic for you: Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Oh, was it because of the whole psychotropic possible nature of it?
Absolutely not.
Oh!
As a matter of fact, it says, governments and communities that have challenged Lewis Carroll's famous work of fiction have criticized that animals can speak and think on the same level as human beings.
It's a fantastical novel!
Yeah, but you got to consider when it came out, and everybody was like super into Jesus, and they're like, that's heresy. Animals can't speak.
What
You'll see that a few times on this list, actually.
All right.
How about another classic, number 5, The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, boy, there could be a myriad of reasons why this would be
Well,
banned.
think of what the dumbest one would be.
The dumbest one?
What would be the dumbest reason that you would ban Lord of the Rings?
That it depicts creatures that don't exist?
Well, maybe that. Dial back the dumb, I guess. All right. One of the biggest reasons behind the challenging and censorship of J.R.R. Tolkien's masterpiece is because it frequently and positively depicts its characters smoking tobacco.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty stupid.
Gandalf be hitting that hobbit leaf, yo.
Yeah, the wizard weed.
Number 6, Gone with the Wind.
Because he says damn?
Well, that was a problem for the movie more than the book.
Oh.
Actually, it was because of, and I can kind of understand this even though I don't believe in censorship, but I can understand what they were going for, positive portrayals of slavery and pride in the Confederacy.
Yeah.
But it is a period piece, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did those things back then. Number 7, Animal Farm.
Oh, something political, probably?
No.
Or is it the fact that animals talk?
Yes.
Ugh.
Not for the political agenda, which it did have a political agenda, but for the animals talking.
Oh my god.
I told you you'd see
Boy,
that,
did they
right?
miss the boat on that one.
Number 8 is Bridge to Terabithia.
Bridge to Terabithia. I never saw the movie or know what the book or anything.
Most of these are really famous. You're not seeing some obscure books in here,
Yeah.
It was kind of anti-religious, and that caused problems with people.
Wasn't the Golden Compass like that too?
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if is that on here?
I don't know. I forget. Number 9 is the Canterbury Tales.
Wow, that's going back.
That's going back to the late 14th century.
Yeah.
Okay, Chaucer, why were you banned? Because of inappropriate sexual content.
Now this was banned at the time of release, or like later
No,
on.
in 1995. Okay.
But man, they were doing all kinds of stuff in the late 14th century.
Yeah. Number 10, The Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh, wasn't this banned because she gets a little too explicit about her developing?
Well, actually, no.
Oh.
Actually, it was censored because of the father her father edited the book.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you can get an unedited version now, which does have some pretty explicit stuff. But I mean, of course, she was going through puberty. And it's her diary. She's gonna talk about explicit things.
Yeah.
The father would cut out the explicit stuff and the stuff where she criticized her mom for being a shitty mother. But
Ooh.
this was challenged. You're gonna love this. For being pornographic in the United States, but also banned actually in Lebanon for depicting Jews favorably.
Oh, that... Whoa!
Lebanon, I am disappointed.
Yes.
What a bunch of assholes over there.
Jewish people depicted favorably?
Oh,
What
no.
is this world coming to?
Yeah. Number 11, Candide. Or actually, I think it's pronounced Candid.
Candide.
But spelled Candide. You know Voltaire?
Maybe? I don't
Still
know.
banned in the United States for obscenity.
What kind of obscenity? Holy cow.
No idea. It's banned here. Can't get a copy.
Well, shit.
Number 12, Frankenstein.
Really?
It
What,
was banned for
for
being indecent.
What is that supposed to mean? What kind of indecency?
That a human being could create life.
Isn't that what women do all the time?
I was just thinking, yeah, when you fuck a chick and she gets pregnant, didn't you just create life together?
Yeah.
Well, you know. Number 13 is Catch-22.
Oh no, is this going to be a political thing?
No, it's actually for being sexist.
Oh.
Apparently, women are often referred to as whores, so... That's
Oh,
a bit of a
so,
problem, yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, who's that writer that doesn't really like women all that much? That comic book writer.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Yeah. Number 14 is a recent one, the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, really?
Going back to
I never saw
Lebanon.
Oh no.
Catholic leaders in Lebanon banned this book and consider it dangerous to Christianity. Hold on a second. Lebanon is a Christian company?
Company?
Country. No, I'm going to be honest with you. When I heard the other thing about Lebanon banning Anne Frank for just being pro-Jew, I assumed it was a Muslim country.
Oh no.
Why would Catholics be against the Jews? Jesus was a Jew.
Yeah. He's one of yours.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Okay, another very recent one. I guess this is a trilogy. I didn't even know it was a trilogy. The 50 Shades of Grey books.
Oh yeah, it's a trilogy.
Wow. I mean,
50
I'm
Shades
sure
of Grey,
you know
50
why
Shades
that would be
Darker.
challenged.
And I forget what the
There's
third
pictures
one's
of all three of them. 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed, which doesn't even make sense.
It's a name brand now.
Whatever, man. I heard that they were doing another one.
Like writing another book?
Yeah.
Hooray. Can't
I can't wait
wait
to not
to read it.
right? Yeah. Number 16 is Brave New World. Can you imagine why Brave New World would be bad?
For being insensitive to native people? I don't
Do
know.
you even know what this book is about?
I have
You've never even
no
heard
idea.
of Brave New World, have you? You're terrible. It was banned due to drug use and sexual promiscuity.
What is it about?
It's kind of dystopian.
Because when I hear Brave New World, I think like, I don't know, Christopher Columbus comes to America.
No, this was written in the 30s, dude. And
Oh.
yeah. Number 17, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Can you imagine why this was banned? There's two reasons. They're both dumb.
Is it because there's killing in it? The witch dies, the house falls on her.
No, nothing.
Monkeys that can fly.
No. One reason is that there are witches at all, because apparently all witches are the devil. And the other thing is apparently they have criticized Dorothy for challenging gender roles.
Why? Because she takes lead.
Because she didn't keep her ass in the kitchen, I guess. I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with people? Number 18 is The Grapes of Wrath. I'm sure you've read this. Probably had to read it in school.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Not have to read it. Doesn't it take place on a farm or something?
No, it starts on... It's during the Great Depression, and it's about the family trying to travel to California to try and find work.
Oh, so it's like The Wizard.
Oh, my God. The Wizard. The Grapes of Wrath was banned for unfavorable depictions of the Southwest, Southern California, and the people who live in those places.
So they're just shitty people?
I guess. Number 19 is The Lottery.
There's a book just called The Lottery?
These are all classics, and you haven't heard of half of them.
I have read so few books in my life other than the ones I had to read for school.
Do you just read The Great Gatsby over and over again, and that's all you do?
Yep.
Okay. The Lottery was a story about basically where everybody had to put their name on a stone, and then they picked the stone out, and whoever, quote unquote, won would be killed.
Oh, great.
And that's how they handled overpopulation.
That sounds like an episode of Sliders.
It was a short story, and yeah, it was banned for depiction of violent themes. Number 20, 1984. Now, you have at least heard of 1984.
Yep.
This is actually banned in Russia.
Challenging authority?
Yes. It criticized communism and challenged Stalin's leadership and government.
Yeah.
Number 21, the Quran.
Oh, oh my.
Now, you got to think, now this is like a religious text. Now, why would they ban this, and where would they ban? In Russia. Apparently, Russia is very anti-Muslim, and they consider it the work of an extremist.
Of a singular extremist?
Yeah,
they're pointing out one person that wrote it?
Well, wasn't it supposedly, isn't the story that, an angel handed it to Muhammad like it was already written?
Oh, yeah, I don't know the full story of the Quran.
That's what I've heard. Number 22 is Charlotte's Web.
Is it the whole animals talking again?
Yes.
Ah, jeez.
It's offensive and ungodly for its depiction of sentient speaking animals. It's terrible.
It's like a fable. It's supposed to teach a lesson.
Yeah, I wonder if Aesop's Fables would have been banned. I mean, that's crazy. Number 23, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Racism?
Actually banned because it's not racist enough.
I'm just guessing.
It was banned historically for its positive views of abolitionism.
Oh my. Not racist enough.
I'm sure that was in the Confederacy. They had probably banned it,
The Confederacy.
All right, number 24, The Catcher in the Rye. Kill the phonies. Kill the phonies.
Yeah, okay.
Kill John Lennon. Kill John Lennon. John Lennon is already dead. Ah.
I don't get it.
You've never seen that episode of South Park? Boy, we got such a delay here. I say something and I gotta wait.
Which one?
The Tale of Squirty McBooger Balls.
Oh no, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Well, it was a lot of dirty language, I guess, really. That's all it really is.
Oh.
He says cock and fuck a couple of times.
Cool.
And finally, not finally, I thought there was 25 of these. How many are there? Okay, well, we're up to number 25. It's the Bible.
Oh, hey now.
Yeah, I would imagine there's some countries, right around the eastern part of the globe, the middle of that eastern part.
I don't know what you're getting at, man. You might have to spell it out.
Yeah, a couple places in Africa, too, I think. Number 26, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Yeah. Don't say it like that. They
So
simply
what
said
then?
that it was trashy
Portraying.
and filthy.
Really? It's like a trial, isn't it?
Dude, don't get me in these people's heads, okay? That's all
What
I
do you
gotta
mean?
say.
Don't. Hmm?
Okay, we gotta like pause here because there's such a horrible delay here. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna hang up and call you back, okay? 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Okay, there we go. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so let's see. I want you to react. Poop.
Ah!
Was that like delayed or? It seemed kind of
Uh,
delayed.
I don't know. Yeah, it was a little delayed.
All right, we'll just continue. Number 27 is Mein Kampf.
Bad writing?
Well, considering the author on this was Hitler,
Yeah.
I can imagine there'd be several reasons why it would be banned.
Bad grammar?
Bad grammar. God, you're terrible. All right, number 28, The Lord of the Flies. One, two,
For
three,
language?
four. Say that again. I can't stand this delay. What is going on over there? Are you using up your bandwidth or something?
No, I think it's because I'm like right beside my window,
Oh,
and
the window.
there's like cars coming. This thing, I don't know.
Cars are causing a delay in the internet.
I don't know. Like this microphone. I'm not sure. Maybe the
Microphone. It's the internet, dude. It's your internet is too slow right now. That's why we're doing this. All right. Can you imagine why Lord of the Flies would have been banned?
Swearing. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vulgar actions and language. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They put the pig on a stick.
Number 29 is Of Mice and Men. You probably had to read this one in school.
No, but I get the gist of the story.
Well, I don't see. I read this. I don't remember it having inappropriate words and sexual themes.
Sexual themes.
Now, see, I remember the slow guy kind of having a crush on that one woman, but I don't remember no sexual themes. That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
her.
is.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-second delay here. All right, number 30, The Adventures of
Damn.
Huckleberry Finn.
Racism again? I don't know. For the
Well,
N-word?
Originally, it was challenged due to positive portrayal of blacks and abolitionism. So originally, they were saying not racist enough.
Right.
Today, it's because the N-word is prevalent throughout it.
N-word Jim?
You got that from The Simpsons, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, N-word Jim. All right, is that it? Oh, I think there's one more page here. Number 31, I'm not familiar with this one, The Call of the Wild. I guess they're saying it's violent. Yeah, violent.
Lots of violence.
Number 32, how about all of the Harry Potter books?
Oh, is it like a whole... There's witches exist and magic and
Yes.
it's against the Lord.
Yes, exactly that, yes. Number 33, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Not the Metallica song, but the book.
It tolls for thee.
Well, not the poem, but the novel.
Yeah.
Banned for communist sympathies and still challenged today for its violent and sexual content.
I don't understand why some books get banned for violent sexual and sexual content, because there's some really crazy stuff like you see on TV even.
Yeah,
But
I
in
mean,
a
you know
book-
what's weird is they're going after these old-ass books, these classics that have like a little bit of violence or a little bit of sex, and they go, oh, that's inappropriate. But then there are literally like pulp novels about people who just go out murdering. You know what I mean?
Or just watch like anything on HBO.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so number 34 is Moby Dick. I gotta
can't
admit,
think
even
of
I'm having a hard time on this one.
revenge is bad?
Yeah, but that was the point of the book.
Obsession? I don't know.
Now, listen to this.
That was the point.
No, listen to this. Conflicting with community values, whatever the fuck that means.
Like, I want to go do this thing even if you guys don't want me to.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. That
Number
must be like an
35,
old-timey
the Scarlet
reason.
Letter.
The fact that they talk about adultery at all?
I guess. They apparently it was banned for being pornographic and obscene. Boy, these people who say novels like The Scarlet Letter are pornographic should probably see some actual pornography.
Yeah. Welcome to the internet.
Yeah. They should probably check out, like, chicks with dicks or something, and then they would see what pornography is.
Mm-hmm.
Number 36
Open
is
their eyes.
A Streetcar Named Desire.
Why would that be banned?
Well, to be fair, it is about lust. I mean, that is kind of the whole point of it.
Yeah.
So that's probably why right there. That's the last one. So out of...
You never know. They could be like, depicts women favorably.
No. Out of 36, what say you?
36? I don't know. A lot of these I unfortunately have never read, so...
That's your fault.
I'm just going to go with 30.
Well, that's your fault. I'm going to say 32.
Hmm.
Okay, so I got this one from viralthread.com. You're going to like this, Jesse. This is 12 greatest celebrity comebacks on Twitter. Like somebody insults them and they actually come back at the person.
Nice.
You got to think some of these celebrities, who's got time for that shit, but they made time for it. They made time. Number one, it starts with number one, is, do you know who James Blunt is? Because I honestly don't.
I think he's a singer.
Okay. So, at Het Jones says, James Blunt just has an annoying face and a highly irritating voice. James Blunt replies with, and no mortgage.
Oh!
There you go. Number two involves Rihanna.
Yep.
This person tweets at her, at Rihanna, do you know your boobs are hanging out in, like, all your videos, right? Rihanna just replies with, you're welcome.
Hey, nice.
She's doing it for the people, man.
Yeah.
Number three, this is Darren Brown.
Okay.
I don't know who he is, actually. Who's Darren Brown?
I don't know. A singer, maybe? Who knows?
I feel like I gotta Google Darren Brown to get this, you know? He is actually a magician.
Okay.
Oh, I know who the fuck he is. He's amazing. He's that guy that, like, fucks with people's heads. Like, he can go into a store and buy a whole bunch of shit and, like literally pay with, like, little pieces of paper. Like, blank white scraps of paper, like it's money, and he'll somehow fool people into taking that.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, he's British. I have seen a couple of his things. Yeah, he's very funny.
What?
And what's funny, he did it in New York City once. He went into a jewelry store and bought a bunch of jewelry, paid with paper, walked out, never challenged. He bought a whole bunch of expensive shit, and then he tried it at a hot dog stand and got caught there.
Ah, that's funny.
That's what's funny, because those guys are, you know, they're alert.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy came at Darren Brown and says, I feel fucking embarrassed that I followed a homosexual for a long duration. I wish you see my tweet to make you feel ashamed, bastard. I wish I could communicate through voice how bad this person's spelling is.
Yeah.
And Darren Brown replies with, I'm very flattered you're attracted to me if I read between the lines correctly, but I'm not looking for a boyfriend right now.
Because he followed him?
Very
Yeah.
good, yeah. All right, this is James Blunt again.
Man.
This Miss Ashley person says, nothing fucks your vibe up more than James Blunt coming up on your Young Money Pandora. And James Blunt says, at least it's not on your face.
Oh, dude.
I don't know, maybe she wants James Blunt to come on her face. I don't know. All right. Frankie Muniz, do you remember him?
NecroVMX.
I don't know what that is. He was Malcolm in the Middle. That's where I know him from.
Yeah, he was Malcolm in the Middle, but
Okay.
he did those Agent Cody Banks movies.
I'd never seen them.
Me neither.
Okay, so at Frankie Muniz, your acting is just awful. Sorry, but it is. Frankie Muniz replies with, yeah, but being retired with $40 million at 19 has not been awful. Good luck moving out of your mom's house before you're 35.
Boom!
That's shattered.
That's dropped the mic.
Number 6. How about some celebrity on celebrity action here? Oprah Winfrey posts, hi, I got to yell this because it's in all caps. Hi, Twitters. Thank you for a warm welcome. Feeling really 21st century. All caps. Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal replies with, your caps are on, by the way. Let her know, you know.
What a weird person to call her out on it. Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, he does not give a fuck, dude. His entire persona could be summed up by lol. James Blunt again is number 7.
He must take a lot of shit.
I guess so, but he's good at dealing with it. This person, Chappelle Lewis, says, James Blunt is playing in the gym. This is unacceptable. And James Blunt replies with, I'm not playing. This is a serious workout. Playful, I like it. Okay,
this guy's good.
Okay, here's a guy you might remember, Tom Anderson. You remember Tom Anderson?
Yeah.
Creator of MySpace, of course.
Yes.
All right, so this person, Polo Topla, says, okay, wait, starts with Tom Anderson, actually. So he tweets out, people keep asking, so I'll say it. Fear over Instagram's terms change is ridiculous. Get real, folks. Polo Topla says the guys that was not able to keep a social network alive. Tom Anderson replies with, says the guy who sold MySpace in 2005 for $580 million while you slave away hoping for a half day off.
Ooh. Ooh.
Snap.
Oh. Spitting hot fire.
Number 9. Okay, so... Okay, this is J.K. Rowling. Of course, you know J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, the Harry Potter.
So this guy, Frank Fraticelli, says, at J.K. Rowling, once you revealed Dumbledore was homosexual, I stopped being a fan. Nice how you blindsided us with that one. Enjoy your $1 billion. And J.K. Rowling, ever the classy person, says, I advise you to start following Brian Suter at once. He's much more your kind of person.
Brian Suter?
I don't know who Brian Suter is, but I imagine he's horrible. I'm just going to look him up right now.
I would have left a much more simple response with, I will enjoy my $1 billion. Thank you.
Well, yeah, but she's not like that, though.
Yeah.
So apparently he's just a billionaire philanthropist guy who's really anti-gay.
Okay.
There you go. All right. James Blunt again at number 10. Oh, my God. And I got to be honest with you, I am not at all criticizing this list for putting him on this many times because his replies have been the best.
He's made of steel, man.
Alif Navaldi just tweeted at him, fuck you, James Blunt. I like that. No, I hate your voice or this and that. Just fuck you.
Yeah.
And he replies with, I'm sorry, you'll have to get to the back of the queue.
Oh, damn. Standing O.
Yes, I'm sitting O, really, but...
Yeah.
All right. And this next one's Hugh Hefner.
Oh,
Can you imagine Hugh Hefner on Twitter?
Maybe.
This guy's name is Bazooka Dro, says, how do you have so many bitches? That's not even an insult, it's just a question. But he said, I have a lot of girlfriends because I don't call them bitches, Dro. A little respect will take you a long way.
That's a classy man.
A classy man whose girlfriends are a paid position.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, they are whores. I hear a kitty cat in the background there.
Yes, and she's in Heat.
Again?
She is never not in Heat.
It seems every time we do List Critics 2, she's in Heat.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She needs to get fixed pronto.
Finally, number 12. Why not end it with James Blunt? So, at Lauren Alal says, why does James Blunt sing like his willy is being stood on? That's a very specific thing there. And he says, damn thing's always getting caught under my feet. A+ response, sir. I have no idea who James Blunt is. I've never heard his music, but I am a fan of his persona now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's like soft rockish. I don't
I
know,
don't
kind of
care. I just like his.
folk,
I
whatever.
might have to follow him on Twitter now. But
Yeah,
out of 12, 12. I'll give it James Blunt out of 12. Hashtag that
easily,
shit is
man.
hot. Okay. Now, do you remember when we did the 50 states of America if they were high school kids?
Yes.
I got something similar. It's from Tickled. It's 50 states of America if they were actually people in a bar.
I wonder if they have any of these for the provinces of Canada. That would be something to look up later on.
Probably.
Okay.
And
This
this
is
is funny because I was originally going to do this with Tanya. But as you know, Tanya did not do List Critics this month. Instead, I had James on.
Yes.
But the thing is, I got the list from James.
Ah, okay.
James gave me the list, so I couldn't do it with him.
Now.
So I decided to save it for you.
All right.
All right, so Alabama is a fat guy with a goatee wearing a camo jacket and a trucker hat. Despite his drunkenness and outwards appearance of being a racist redneck, he's actually pretty nice to everyone at the bar. He's drinking a can of Budweiser. Sounds about
Okay.
right. Sounds about right.
So he has the persona. He has the look of
He
an
looks
asshole,
like an
but
asshole, but he's a really nice guy.
that's nice.
Alaska and Nebraska would be just 20 drinks in before even showing up to the bar. Sounds about right, especially for Alaska.
Why especially for Alaska, you think?
You gotta be drunk to live there, I think.
I guess so.
Arizona is the bouncer kicking Mexicans out who are trying to get in from the bar across the street. Ironically, he's drinking Tecate.
Tecate.
Arkansas is drinking straight whiskey and asking people if they want to arm wrestle to prove how manly they are.
Want to wrestle? I'll beat you.
Sounds about right. California is constantly buying drinks for others, yet has failing kidneys from lack of hydration. As they are always in a drought, it seems. There you go. Colorado is a beautiful, perfectly athletic couple wearing all Patagonia, drinking craft beer, and talking about their last mountaineering trip with an air of aloofness. Kind of makes me not want to go to Colorado anytime soon. Sounds like a bad asshole.
They're the couple that always ends everything with, oh.
Oh my God, you're probably right on that. Connecticut is a rich white woman sipping a martini and silently judging all the other states. Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Delaware is that guy who hangs around the outside of the New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey friend circle, taking occasional sips from his Yingling and mostly being ignored, except when New York has to go past him to get to the bar.
Yingling. That's a beer?
It's a very popular beer that actually comes from right here in Pennsylvania. It's very good.
Oh, okay.
Florida is drinking moonshine while riding an alligator through the orange groves to the local Publix.
So all the Florida stereotypes.
Yeah, pretty much, except for old. That's the only one they didn't hit on.
Yeah, retired people.
Georgia will be drinking Bud Light, wearing a UGA trucker hat, tortoise Costa Del Mar sunglasses with croquis, solid-colored polo shirt, questionably short shorts with a UGA belt, driving a Z71 with a Browning decal on their rear window, even though he only went hunting twice in junior high, and a UGA license plate frame. He went to Valdosta State University and works at his dad's local business. That is so very detailed.
That is so specific.
Very detailed there.
Yet all I can picture are the short shorts.
Ugh. Men should not wear short shorts.
No.
Yeah. Hawaii is alone in the corner of the bar away from the other states drinking a cocktail from a coconut.
Aww.
Sounds about right. Idaho is drinking Keystone Light and pretending they're part of the South.
Okay.
I'm surprised it wasn't like vodka, you know?
Yeah.
Made from potatoes. Illinois is a larger gentleman eating deep dish pizza and drinking a Goose Island. He's reminiscing about the 85 Bears and how this is the Cubs' year.
Da Bears.
Probably not. Deep dish pizza, ugh. It's monstrous. Indiana is in line for the toilet drinking a Budweiser or a Coors, checking out the ladies and thinking about how bullshit it is that you can't buy alcohol on Sundays. It is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, they'd still make money on Sunday.
Iowa is sitting next to Illinois, just trying to have someone pay attention to him.
Aw, Iowa, come on.
Buddy. Kansas is dressed in a plaid shirt, jeans, and clean boots. He's friendly enough and even buys around to get the party started after a few drinks. It's obvious he feels sorry for Oklahoma, hates Missouri, and is hung up on Colorado. After striking out with California, him and Wisconsin get hammered drunk and sing Country Boy.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Oh, God, don't do it.
Mhm.
Kentucky would be drinking bourbon and arguing with anyone who will listen about college basketball. Sounds about
I
right.
guess.
That sounds about right to me. Louisiana is celebrating the lack of open container laws by standing outside the bar with an Abita Samber or a Zazarak and looking disdainfully at the drinking abilities of all the other states. Amateurs.
I know how to really drink.
Maine is wearing an LL Bean flannel and drinking Allen's coffee brandy.
Coffee brandy?
Sounds
Ugh.
interesting. I'd try it.
Maybe a sip.
Two things I like. Maryland is drinking a Chesapeake margarita rim lined with Old Bay. Oh, that's disgusting. He's insisting that everyone try his drink because it's really good if you just give it a chance, but no one else seems to get it.
Yeah,
Maybe
yourself
because
included.
it's a margarita with the rim lined with Old Bay. That's disgusting.
What is Old Bay?
It's a seasoning for, like, shellfish.
Oh,
Like, you put it on crab legs.
no thanks.
Yeah. Massachusetts is in a bar fight with New York about sports.
I guess so.
That's that Yankees-Red Sox...
Ah.
Michigan is drinking some microbrew and playing euchre while trying to conjure up nice things to say about Detroit.
Just specifically Detroit?
Well, it's hard to come up with nice things to say about Detroit, dude.
Yeah.
Minnesota's a pleasant guy drinking Summit Extra Pale Ale and will happily buy you one. He's hanging out with his obnoxious brother-in-law in North Dakota, even though he doesn't want to, but he's too nice to tell him to bug off.
So there's something wrong with North Dakota?
I guess.
Eh.
Mississippi is just looking to start a fight with Alabama about who's less redneck.
That's good.
Missouri is in a drunken argument with Kansas about who gets custody of their strange in-between child, Kansas City.
Yeah, I guess there's,
Kansas City's right on the border there.
yeah, it's like Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Montana has to be two different people. Eastern Montana is a cowboy drinking Budweiser, gets into a fight with Wyoming over sheep versus cattle, but this happens every week and they make up afterwards. Western Montana, on the other hand, is a hipster hippie throwback with dreadlocks who drinks craft beer or PBR and absolutely reeks of marijuana.
Wow, those are two very different people.
I think I had Western Montana as a teacher in high school.
Oh, no.
Mr. Lee, ugh.
Hippy dippy?
Oh, God. It's the worst of it. Nevada is a sketchy middle-aged balding man chain-smoking cigarettes he pulls from his black leather jacket, rolling dice on the bar countertop and drinking whiskey straight up.
Oof.
There you go.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of people from there.
Sounds like Las Vegas more than the rest of Nevada, but there you go. New Hampshire. Sorry about that. New Hampshire is a skinny, nerdy white guy, of course, in a collared shirt and khakis who also carried in signs for his favorite political candidate. He's drinking craft beer and getting into a philosophical and political discussions with Vermont and Maine, but is open to talk to everyone. He's quick to tell everyone he loves himself, and humbly, without arrogance.
Oh, my.
What is the live free or die state, so...
Is that what it is? Huh.
That's their state motto. It's on all the license plates. Live free or die. New Jersey is a man of Italian or Mediterranean descent wearing a wife beater and track pants. He's downing Jaeger bombs and giving people the finger. That is 100% accurate.
You've met this person before?
Well, I'm not that far from New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Mexico is the quirky but good-natured one who is getting a bit too wasted with whatever shots the other states buy them because they can't afford it. New Mexico. Like, really, what is New Mexico known for other than they filmed Breaking Bad there?
Oh, geez, I didn't even know that. I just figure it's another state.
That's all there is to it, right? By the way, do you know that, I don't know, did you watch Breaking Bad, by the way?
I did.
Okay. That is a real, like, okay, the Walter White, like, his house, that's a real house in New Mexico.
That they filmed it.
Like, obviously, the interior shots, that's all a set somewhere, but all the exterior shots were of an actual house. And apparently there's this older couple that lives there, and they're getting very, very sick of people coming by the house and throwing pizzas onto their roof.
Of course.
I mean, that's a dick move, though, huh?
Why would you waste, and you're wasting a pizza?
I don't know, man. Okay, New York is an Italian businessman wearing an expensive suit with a perfect haircut and slick back hair. He's talking down to New Jersey like a father talking to a son, and he's drinking scotch. Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina is an attractive, bubbly blonde girl of average height with a smoky accent who just graduated from UNC has taken a job teaching young kids. She's hanging out with South Carolina and Virginia, and she isn't drinking anything because she just found out she's pregnant.
Aww.
There you go. Ohio is an incredibly average white guy that's not out of shape, but not in good shape either. He has his sports hat of his favorite Ohio sports team and is drinking good beer, but nothing fancy. He has a family and works in an office. He can't stop talking about how much he hates himself, but he doesn't leave due to his ties there and would miss his friends if he left.
The pinnacle of middle America.
That's Ohio right there. Everybody who lives in Ohio hates Ohio. It's just paradoxical in its own way. Oklahoma is an obese couple who have not moved from their spot since sitting down next to Texas. They have on sweatpants and brought in fast food to eat at the bar. They are drinking Bud Light bottles.
Bud
And
Light
do you see
bottle.
why I make fun of Oklahoma so much?
Yeah, what do you got against Oklahoma?
That right there. Oregon is the hipster drinking the eclectic craft microbrew that nobody's even heard of.
Yeah, you haven't even heard of it yet.
Pennsylvania, that's where I'm from. Pennsylvania is a cheery, pretty brunette girl with blue eyes, dressed fairly preppy. She's drinking Yingling and making out with a handful of other states.
Hey now.
We are a slutty, slutty state.
Hmm.
Rhode Island is drinking Nagaran set pounders and is sitting on phone books on its bar stool. Because Rhode Island is small.
Yes.
Yes. South Carolina is an overly drunk guy in his mid-20s wearing preppy pastel clothes, a sports jacket and pants with little boats embroidered on them. He's talking about what he's going to do with his family's old money to anyone who listens. He's drinking an old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned is an actual...
That's a cocktail, yeah.
Huh.
You've never heard of that?
Can't say I have.
I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason I've heard of an old-fashioned is from Wayne's World 2.
Oh my god, I barely even remember that
Heather
movie.
Locklear made Garth an old-fashioned, and he spit it out and said, "This Coke has gotten flat."
Aww.
It's just whiskey and bitters. It's really, and like you put a sugar cube in it, and there you go.
Oh, okay.
South Dakota is an older, in-shape man with long, straight black hair tied in a ponytail. He looks vaguely Native American and sits at the bar, carving various little statuettes out of soapstone. He's wearing a worn leather biker vest and has a Colt 45 on his hip, but despite his rough appearance, many of his neighbors like Minnesota and Wyoming come over to talk to him, and he seems to get along quite well, often admiring his handiwork. Other states, however, don't seem to notice him much, passing him by without a second thought.
Hmm.
There you go.
I think I've met people like this. My dad knows them.
There you go. Tennessee is drinking Jack Daniels and watching NASCAR.
Ugh.
That's right. Texas is singing karaoke about how great Texas is.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Utah is the designated driver, sipping on water and making sure nobody gets too crazy.
Aww.
Vermont is a guy who brought in his own craft beer from his hometown in Vermont and stubbornly refuses to try any other beer, but is pretty much friendly to everyone.
Hmm.
Okay. It's like that Vermont maple syrup, you know?
Vermont, are they famous for their maple syrup?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the only place in America you can get maple syrup. All our maple syrup comes from Vermont or Canada.
Yeah.
Virginia is drinking some local craft beer that their friend made at their brewery. Oh, I just read that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
No! I didn't just read that. It's just very similar to Vermont. Okay.
Oh.
They will only talk about all their fancy craft beer they have drank while complaining about traffic. Very similar. Washington is a pale girl, very quiet and reluctant to be friendly to anyone except Oregon. She has glasses and a couple of books and isn't drinking because she's enjoying a cup of coffee she got from her favorite place on the way here. She loves hiking with her boyfriend and watching indie movies and documentaries on Netflix. She suddenly yells at New Jersey for throwing a napkin on the floor and not in the correct recycling bin.
One of those kind of people.
Yeah. West
Like, I'm
Virginia. West Virginia is downing enough Bud Light to float a battleship and talking nostalgically on the days when copper prices were higher.
Copper prices?
Well, that's their entire economy. There's a lot of mountains in West Virginia, and there's copper there, you know.
Hmm.
Wisconsin is drinking a New Glarus while eating cheese curds and is probably about 5 to 6 beers ahead of everyone else.
I do like cheese curds.
You would. Wyoming would be on the roof with a rifle muttering conspiracy theories about black helicopters.
Oh my God.
And finally, there's 2 bonuses here. Bonus number 1, Puerto Rico, standing outside, staring through the window, wishing it could join the party.
Oh.
And Washington, D.C. is the bartender, since it's not a state that is essential for the whole thing to keep running. Plus, everyone loves it when they need something and hates it when they don't. So out of 50, what say you, Jess?
I don't know, so some of these are kind of similar, but a lot of them were very creative. So I'm going to go 45.
I'm going to go 42
Mm.
on this one. I agree pretty much. But okay, this is interesting. I thought you might enjoy this one. It's from Tickle. It's 22 terrible but hilarious thoughts you will never admit to having.
Uh-oh.
So these are thoughts that people have, but you wouldn't say that you have. So how many? 22. Number 1, whenever someone says I'm not book smart, but I'm street smart, all I hear is I'm not real smart, I'm imaginary smart. Yes.
Possibly.
I will admit to that fully. Number 2, as a driver, I hate pedestrians. As a pedestrian, I hate drivers. No matter what the mode of transportation, I always hate cyclists.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have no shame in saying that. Yes.
It's called a sidewalk.
Fuck them. Yes. Number 3, and roads are for the cars.
Yeah.
Go take your bike and ride it on your lawn. Number 3, obituaries would be a lot more interesting if they told you how the person died. Don't they?
Yeah. I think out of respect, you're not going to say, Dave was mangled in a car wreck. Or,
Well, no, but I mean, sometimes they say like after a long battle with cancer, like that kind of thing. Number
maybe,
4, let's just move on. It really should be unplanned parenthood, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what South Park calls it, actually. Like the
I
unplanned,
think
you
you're
go to
right,
unplanned
yeah.
parenthood.
Number 5, I wish Google Maps had an avoid ghetto routing option. That is a terrible thought.
Yeah.
That is awful. Number 6, more often than not, when someone is telling me a story, all I can think about is that I can't wait for them to finish so that I can tell my own story that's not only better, but also more directly involves me.
I have thought that sometimes.
Occasionally, yeah, especially if somebody's
Sometimes.
really bad at telling stories.
Like me?
Yeah, you're pretty good at it. Well, when you're not drunk.
Yes.
When you're drunk, you're horrible at it. You
Like,
can never get to the point. You keep getting distracted by Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, let's not go into that anymore ever again.
Number 7. I don't understand the purpose of the line, I don't need to drink to have fun. Great, no one does, but why start a fire with flint and sticks when they've invented the lighter?
Right?
True.
Get the party started quicker.
Yeah, number 8, is it just me or 80% of the people in the People You May Know feature on Facebook, people that I do know but I deliberately choose not to be friends with?
For me, it's about half and half.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Number 9, there is a great need for sarcasm font.
Yeah, if only, right?
Yeah, that could be a thing. Number 10, I think part of a best friend's job should be to immediately clear your computer's history if you die.
Ooh.
Well, dude, that's part of the bro code. We all know that.
Yeah.
Any guy knows you do that. Your friend dies suddenly, the first thing you do is you clear their browsing history.
Clear their cookies.
Like if you died, I would do that for you, like so that nobody could know that you're like secretly a brony or whatever the fuck else you got going on there.
See, that's where you go with me, huh?
I'm
Secretly a brony.
Well, I wanted to think of something terrible. Number 11, a recent study has shown that playing beer pong contributes to the spread of mono and the flu. Yeah, if you suck at it.
Yeah.
The best way to win beer pong is not to play.
Yeah, just stand back and watch everyone else do it.
Just drink.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Why do you need the balls? You just need beer.
Yeah, like someo's like, hey, you want to play beer pong? No, I'm sorry.
No,
I
I'd
already
rather
got
play
it.
beer.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this one.
Yeah, I always win. Number 11, a recent study has shown that... Oh, I just read that. Number 12, LOL has gone from meaning laugh out loud to I have nothing else to say.
Yeah.
There's some
Like
truth there.
especially when you start and end a sentence with LOL.
Oh, that bothers the hell out of me. That bothers the hell out of me.
They're not laughing out loud.
Number 13, I have a hard time deciphering the fine line between boredom and hunger.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Number 14, bad decisions tend to make the best stories.
Yeah, like hold my beer.
Number 15. Why is a school zone 20 miles per hour? That seems like the optimal cruising speed for pedophiles. Oh.
Oh, no!
That's a thought that I've never had, but you know what? Now I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, it creeps in there.
Number 16. Whenever I'm Facebook stalking someone and I find out that their profile is public, I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. 546 pictures? Don't mind if I do. I don't think anyone would actually admit to having that thought.
Yeah.
Number 17, can we all just agree to ignore whatever media format comes after Blu-ray? I don't want to have to restart my collection. Who cares about technological progress?
Yeah.
Really, honestly, like, Blu-ray's about as perfect as you can get. After that, it's just jerking off.
Well, you never know.
Number 18, do not machine wash or tumble dry means I will never wash this ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with Jerry Seinfeld on the whole dry cleaning thing. There's got to be some liquid back there.
Yeah, like, how do they...
Yeah.
How do they do it otherwise?
Number 19, I hate leaving my house confident and looking good and then not seeing anyone of importance the entire day. What a waste.
Yeah. Like, I really set out to look
I
great.
think that's more for the ladies than for us. Give a shit. Number 20, when I meet a new girl, I'm terrified of mentioning something she hasn't already told me, but that I have learned from some light internet stalking.
Ooh, yeah. Like, I never told you that.
It's like when you drive the girl home and she's like, how do you know where I live?
Oh, no.
That's never happened to me. I'm joking. Number 21, is it bad that sometimes I think even if I know your social security number, I wouldn't know what to do with it?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell would you do? I don't know what you do with it. That's a good thought, actually. And number 22, I keep some people's phone numbers in my phone just so to know not to answer when they call. I will admit to that.
I have before.
Yeah. And I give them goofy names, like do not answer.
Or annoying ringtones.
Well, no, I use the same ringtone for everything, but there's one that I have in my phone as answering would be unwise. I'm not even joking. Out of 22, yeah, out of 20 on this one. What do you say, Jesse?
A lot of these I do believe in. I think I'm going to go with you with the 20.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go to a different site here, because I have more from Tickle, but I want to jump around. This is from DallasObserver.com.
Oh.
It is the 30 it's a music list. 30 most disturbing songs of all time.
Disturbing songs, okay.
Based on lyrical content, obviously.
Okay.
So I looked through this list a little bit. I didn't read the whole thing, but I kind of skimmed it. It's a lot of like rap and extreme metal.
Okay.
Stuff we like, in other words.
Okay.
You know.
Yay.
The hard shit.
This is the real shit.
Yeah.
You're about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Or chicken farts.
Yes.
That's how Straight Outta Hell begins. With me saying you're now about to witness the strength of chicken farts.
Yes, yes.
The song is called 500 Megaton Chicken Blast.
Yeah.
It's based on Andrew's life story. Number 30 is Yonkers by Tyler, the Creator. I've never heard of the song or guy.
I've heard of Tyler, the Creator.
Surprisingly, the rapper who makes music that the devil plays before he goes to sleep is actually a straight edge. However, that by no means makes his music less disturbing. In Yonkers, Tyler threatens to stab Bruno Mars in his goddamn esophagus. That's kind of rough there. And calls out B.O.B., Haley Williams, and even Jesus. The video, complete with him eating a cockroach, vomiting, and eventually hanging himself, is even more messed up than the song itself. Why would he eat a cockroach?
Because they're delicious.
Well, maybe that's why he hung himself right after. Number 29, Even Shadows Have Shadows by ID.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Here's a sample lyric. I'm caught between wanting to punch someone in the face and putting a bullet in my head to leave the human race.
Yee.
He's a rapper from Minnesota. He's actually dead. Died in 2010 from an accidental overdose.
Oh.
Number 28, The Janitor by Apathy.
Also doesn't ring a bell.
It is a rap song, and it is a biography of the town creep, a janitor at a junior high who loves little bodies.
No.
Not pleasant.
No.
That's nasty. Number 27, The Ballad of Worms by Cage.
Uh-oh.
In the disturbing tale of his sickly dying girlfriend, Cage describes their increasingly unsatisfying sex life.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend's dying or whatever, and he's just bitching that the pussy ain't that good.
That's so mean.
It is, isn't it?
That's the worst.
No wonder it's disturbing. Okay, number 26, Texas Boy by Big Lurch. Okay, it says, all right, so the song itself isn't that messed up. Sure, it's not happy-go-lucky to threaten to cut you with the machete or claim to be the devilish, mischievous child of bad seed, but there are much more brutal lyrics on this list. What is disturbing is Big Lurch's life outside of music. The Dallas-born and raised rapper is serving life in prison for murdering his 21-year-old female roommate Tanisha Yassis in 2002.
Jeez.
According to People, the victim was discovered in her Los Angeles apartment with teeth marks on her face and pieces of her lung, which have been torn from her chest.
Oh. Woo.
Big Lurch was arrested on a nearby street after police found him staggering naked, apparently dazed and covered in blood.
This dude was messed up.
He could be cellmates with Suge Knight.
They could cut an album right then and there.
It would probably be terrible.
Yeah.
Number 25, Last Resort by Papa Roach.
Oh, really?
Does anybody actually listen to Papa Roach anymore?
Yeah.
You actually hear this on the radio sometimes.
Yeah, cut my life into pieces. It was big at the time.
It is a suicide song, you know.
Yeah, sad.
Number 24, Bring Your Whole Crew by DMX.
Ah! Arr, arr.
Come on! You think it's a game? It's his darkest, a classic ode to gratuitous violence.
He is an angry guy, but I guess he's taking his aggressions out on music better than anything.
It's nonviolent protest, right?
Yeah.
Number 23, Bugs on My Nuts by Insane Clown Posse. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I'm just going to move on to the next one, okay? Yeah. It's number 22.
They don't shower, right?
I would think not. Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I want to fuck you like an animal. I want to feel you from the inside.
The music video was a bit grisly.
The music video was really cool, though.
Yeah.
Number 21, Confessions by Cameron. So apparently he says he sold drugs, he peed in his grandpa's orange juice, he fucked his aunt, he raped a poodle. That's all in that song.
Oh. Well, if that's it.
Right there, yeah. Number 20, Spill Your Blood by Mr. Hyde.
Oh. Spill Your Blood.
You could pretty much imagine what goes on. Spill your blood on the concrete, split your mug, and let you leak.
Ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
Number 19, South of Heaven by Slayer.
Oh, shit.
Bastard sons beget your cunting daughters, promiscuous mothers with incestuous fathers, ingrate souls condemned for all eternity.
Whew. Well, that's not light reading.
That's Slayer.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around. They are pretty much the gangster rap of heavy metal.
That's a good way of putting it.
They released an album called God Hates Us All. So there you go. And then Christ Illusion was right after that. Number 18, Ever So Clear by Bushwick Bill. I've never heard of Bushwick Bill.
Bushwick Bill. I picture like a...
Oh, wait a minute. I know him. He was in the Ghetto Boys.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So apparently it's about drinking Everclear, and the last line of the song is, "It's fucked up, I had to lose an eye to see shit clearly."
Yeah.
Wow. Number 17, Fucking With This Chick by 3-6 Mafia. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Those hoes will never quit till you leave them hanging from a tree or thrown in a ditch.
Oh.
There's a line from that song. Number 16, Date Rape by Sublime.
Oh, yeah, I have.
You can tell this is one of the early Sublime songs before they became all critically successful and they were all over MTV.
Yeah, back when they were actually ska.
They were like kind of hard punk, you know?
Oh, yeah, like a mix, I guess.
Yeah. Come on, babe, it's your lucky day. Shut your mouth, we're going to do it my way.
Ugh.
Come on, baby, don't be afraid. If it wasn't for date rape, I'd never get laid.
Ugh. Not good.
There you go. That's a
Yippee.
bit, yeah. Number 15, Remember the Times by Nas. Nasty
Nas.
Nas.
I
So
don't
this was
actually know this
basically
one.
him talking about all the bitches he's gotten, including twin sisters, cousins, mothers, daughters, wheelchair girls, and midgets.
Wheelchair girls.
In the first verse, he recalls one freaky chick who used to try to eat my excrement.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's not hygienic.
And talks about sticking Heineken bottles up the ass. Yeah.
Man,
It's a
you must
fucked
be
up song.
sexually bored.
Number 14, I Come Blood by Cannibal Corpse. I mean, do I need to explain that? I don't think so.
Please go on.
No, I don't think I need to explain that.
Have you heard Cannibal Corpse?
I've heard them, yes. I'm
Ugh.
not a fan.
No.
Number 13 is Stan by Eminem. Now, I'm not the hugest Eminem fan.
It's just violent imagery, pretty much.
Stan was a good song, though.
Yeah.
But it is disturbing, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 12, A Psychopath by Lisa Germano.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who the... Let's see. It's here's the lyric. I hear a scream. I see me scream. Is it from memory? Am I awake? Am I alone? When is it sunrise? Okay.
I don't know. That doesn't really make me think disturbing. Just
Well, apparently mixed in with the song is a 911 call from a woman being attacked by an intruder.
oh,
So, apparently the music itself is also disturbing.
dissonant, possibly.
Number 11, Nine Dead Bodies by Isham.
Asham.
So basically, it's this motherfucker from Detroit rapping about how he killed 9 people.
Boy, he's cool.
Yeah.
I want to be just like him.
So edgy. Number 10, Devil's Son by Big L.
Big L.
I mean, this is the typical East Coast rap. I rape nuns, I kill people, you know.
I rape nuns.
He
Put that on a
in
license
there. I'm
plate.
a stone villain known for killing and raping nuns. I even kill, handicap, and cripple bitches. Look at my scalp real close and you'll see 666.
Probably puts that on his bumper.
Probably. Number 9, I See You by Brother Lynch Hung featuring Tech 9.
These people have some interesting names.
Unfortunately, there's no details about that.
Just assume there's violent imagery.
Probably. Number 8 is Assassins by the Ghetto Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
They killed a teacher, cut her up with a chainsaw,
Yeah.
sliced up her guts like they were spaghetti. Number 7, Dead Body Disposal by Necro.
Hey.
I mean, to be fair, this guy's whole shtick is that he does death rap. He takes death metal imagery and puts it into rap music.
For real? Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He actually has a lot of like heavy metal imagery, and also he gets a lot of guitarists to do solos on his songs.
I was gonna say, is his music like a metal kind of thing?
No, it is rap, but he uses basically. He grew up in the projects, and there would be all these like, you know, poor black kids outside playing basketball, and he would take his boombox out to them and play Metallica.
Yeah.
And they would really like it because it was angry.
Mm.
You know? And he grew up with the mix of hip hop and metal, and that's like he raps about metal is basically the best way to say it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, he has a line, "I'll stab you like Euronymous," in one of his songs. I mean, that's a reference right there, you know? Okay, number 6 is Daddy by Korn.
Oh my God, Korn?
Apparently, I don't like Korn, I don't listen to them, but it's apparently about a story of a father raping his son while the mother watches.
Dude,
Boy, that's just awful.
that's messed up. Was there? I hope there wasn't a music video.
There's a video, but judging... It's 9 minutes long, Jesus. But judging from just the thumbnail, it looks like they're just performing. There's no, like, actual little kid rape in the video. I hope not.
And oh shit, whatever the singer's name is, like going boom, ba ba boom, ba ba or whatever it does.
Number 5 is Return of the Baby Killer by Brother Lynch Hung.
Here we go again.
He's in there again, and that you can guess from the title.
I'm killing babies.
Number 4, House of a Thousand Corpses by Rob Zombie.
Okay.
I didn't think that was disturbing. I thought that was like, I mean, it was horror movie imagery. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, and then
You don't
there's
take
the
it seriously. It's like it's he's all about horror movies. How that's what he makes now is horror movies.
yeah,
So I don't
and
think, I don't
they're
I don't
okay.
agree with that being on there. Number 3, Chloroform Girl by Polka Dot Cadaver.
Never heard of this, but from the name, I can get an idea.
You're only alive because I like you. It's been 3 years since you've seen the sunlight, but I know you're having fun, bound, gagged, and chained up in my basement. And
Oh my!
apparently the song itself is really light and happy sounding.
Oh, that makes it even worse, kind
Doesn't
of.
it? Yeah. Number 2, Kim by Eminem. Now,
Oh,
I've heard
yeah.
this one. Not a fan of this song at all. I mean, it's just he's so trying too hard on that one. I think.
A bit of a try hard, are we,
Yeah,
Eminem?
totally. And finally, number 1 is "Dance with the Devil" by Immortal Technique.
Oh, I've heard of Immortal Technique, but I never looked into the stuff.
Let's see. One of the ugliest stories you'll ever hear, a story of robbery, violence, kidnapping, gang rape, incest, murder, suicide in a beautifully powerful way, or, well, as beautifully as you can get, possibly get, tell a story like this. Immortal Tech ends the song by warning that the dance with the devil might last you forever. After listening to this song, it'll stay with you as well.
Ooh.
Well, most of those are disturbing. I don't agree with everything on the list. Like the Rob Zombie song, I don't think is that disturbing. But I think the Eminem thing, like Kim was just trying too hard. But out of 30, I'm gonna go 20, 21. What do you say?
I'm a little more generous because some of those sound very wild. 25.
Okay. Now I got another music list here from Dallas Observer. This one is the top 10 of all time best replacement lead singers in rock and metal.
Oh,
So
any ideas? You know more about
I
singers
mean,
and stuff.
you know, the king of them. I haven't looked at this. The king of them has to be Bruce Dickinson. He replaced Paul Di'Anno as a singer in Iron Maiden and is on most of their albums. And everybody, the sound that you associate with Iron Maiden is Bruce Dickinson's voice.
Very recognizable.
Yeah. So let's see. Number 10 is Michael Graves, who replaced Glenn Danzig in the Misfits. If you care, I don't care.
I do care a bit,
I don't care at all.
but Michael Graves, he was okay. But honestly, you can't
he's
beat
got to be
Danzig.
better than Danzig, though.
Nah.
Danzig's awful. I don't like Danzig at all. Number 9, Tim Ripper Owens. He replaced Rob Halford in Judas Priest. He also briefly replaced Tim Barlow in Iced Earth, so he's twice over a replacement singer.
But isn't Rob Halford still?
He came back, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The most recent 2 albums have Rob Halford back in Judas Priest. But, you know, the thing is, like, it's easy to say, like, oh, the Ripper albums weren't as good, but they really were. They were just as good, and he is a good singer.
Okay.
So I do agree with that. Number 8, Graham Bonnet. He replaced Ronnie James Dio when he left Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Does anybody care?
I've never even heard of Rainbow.
Ronnie
Dio?
James Dio should be on here for replacing Ozzy in Black Sabbath.
Maybe later on he is.
Maybe, hopefully. Number 7, Sammy Hagar. He replaced David Lee Roth in Van Halen. Now,
Yeah.
okay, here's the thing. As a singer, I think Sammy Hagar is way better than David Lee Roth.
Oh, yeah?
But the songs were just better when David Lee Roth was in the band. And I don't think it has anything to do with David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar. I think it just has to deal with the fact that,
Where their heads were at the time?
yeah, Eddie Van Halen was just in a weird spot, and he was writing different kind of music. And it was still good. It wasn't as good. I did like Sammy Hagar's voice, though. Number 9, Phil Collins. He replaced Peter Gabriel in Genesis.
Genesis.
He was already in Genesis. He was the drummer.
Yeah.
So there you go. They auditioned a whole bunch of people to replace Peter Gabriel, and what happened was they couldn't find the right person, but Phil Collins was coaching everybody. And he did not, and they kept saying, Phil, why don't you just do it? And he's like, I don't want to. And they're like, come on, Phil, just do it. And I don't want to. And eventually they just like, dude, just fucking do it. And he's like, all right.
Why did Gabriel leave?
He just wanted to go solo.
Oh, well, worked out for him.
He actually, his song Salisbury Hill is all about why he left and
Oh.
his feelings and everything. Number 5, Gene Terrell. I don't think this counts as rock and roll, but she replaced Diana Ross in the Supremes.
Oh, well, I guess bands are,
Yeah,
whatever.
I guess, yeah.
That's a big change.
I mean, the title of the list is, and I'm going to read it word for word here, the top 10 all-time best replacement lead singers in rock and roll. I don't know that the Supremes really count there, but whatever.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. Number 4, Brian Johnson of AC/DC. I should have thought of that, actually. He replaced Bon Scott. Bon Scott was great, but Brian Johnson's superior.
He's now what you think of when
Absolutely. When you think of AC/DC, you think of, you think of that sound,
AC/DC are coming to Ottawa in just a couple days, and my parents got like front row tickets.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I heard they put on a good show. Number 3, David Gilmour. He replaced Syd Barrett in Pink Floyd, and of course you think of Pink Floyd, you think of his voice, or sometimes, occasionally, Roger Waters would sing, but
yeah.
Number 2, Ronnie James Dio.
There you go.
Ozzy and Black Sabbath. I always preferred Dio's Black Sabbath.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. And that I didn't like the Ozzy stuff, but I just preferred Dio. And number 1, I called this one, Bruce Dickinson, Iron Man.
Yeah. There you go.
Twice over, because then after a while, Dickinson left, and they had Blaze Bayley as a singer. And he was good, but then...
Wasn't that on the X album?
X Factor and then Virtual 11, which were both good. Virtual 11 was a little better. They were both good, but then when Bruce Dickinson returned and they did Brave New World and Dance to Death, and it was like, whoa.
Those are pretty good. They came back with a fury.
They really did, yes. Out of 10, I'm going to take 1 point off for the Supremes there. But 9. I'm going to say 9 out of 10.
Me too, 9 out of 10. Those are all good reasons, mostly.
How about this one? This is from Tickle. 15 of the worst superpowers ever. So these aren't from actual comics or anything. These are just ideas for the worst superpowers that these people could think of.
Just shit they made up. Okay.
I used to know this guy, Mark, that he had... as a matter of fact, if you guys listen to Potato Cast, it's the same Mark from Zombie Sneak Attack that he was originally in ZSA. But he had this idea for a comic strip. I really wish he would have had the drive to make this, because it sounded great. A superhero sort of comic strip called Super Zeros, about these guys that just have the lamest powers ever. And me and him actually sat there brainstorming about what would be really useless powers, or powers that would only be useful in a very specific circumstance, And I remember one of his ideas that always comes to mind was a guy that could pull anything that he needs from his left armpit.
Well, that would actually still be pretty damn useful.
Yeah, but it's lame, like he's like, oh, you hungry? Pit chowder. It's kind of gross when you think about it, but...
well, better he pulls it from his armpit than his ass.
That is true. That is true. And it was specifically the left armpit. But the right one was just a normal armpit, I guess. But that was one thing that was going on there. And I had a couple ideas. I can't remember them. I think one of them was a guy who just knows a lot of trivia.
but he only knows the trivia during a trivia game.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's all he could do. He couldn't fight crime or anything. And then I think there was a guy who I think who could talk to bees.
That could be useful though. You could control the bees, do an Ant-Man kind of thing. I didn't say he could
control them. I said he could talk to them.
Yeah, but make friends with the bees and...
Maybe they think he's an asshole. I don't know. I think one of the ideas I had was a guy who was super obnoxious. That was his power. Super obnoxious.
Just so damn obnoxious.
Yeah, he's really irritating.
That the bad guys would just be like, oh, fuck this.
All right, so there's 15 of these worst powers. Number 1, the ability to transfer your need to evacuate your bowels to others. I'm convinced King Jong-un has this power. He does not poo.
He does not have...
That is an awesome power, though.
That would be useful, yeah.
I'm not saying that I would never take a dump, but sometimes it's inconvenient. Maybe you're driving and you really don't want that feeling. You just give it to that guy.
Yeah, give it to somebody else who's also on the road.
Teleport your poop into somebody else's rectum.
What if they already have, a little storage of poop in their rectum?
Oh,
backup.
Yeah. Number 2, time traveling exclusively to 1997.
I want to see Titanic when it was first released.
I guess you could buy a bunch of Apple stocks or something. I don't know.
Hey, that is true. But only 97.
3, high jump abilities, but only after drinking other people's spit. So you can jump really high, but wait, quick, I got to drink your spit.
So it's Yeah, it's like people's spit
Maybe
becomes
in
gummy
like their
berry
crappy
juice.
Justice League, they have a big spit jar. Every time you walk by it, you got to spit in it. And then when they go to fight crime, this guy's got to swig from it.
It's like gummy berry juice, but spit.
Oh, man. Oh, and he drinks it like he's fighting crime. He drinks it. Ah, who was chewing tobacco?
Just every time he drinks it, again.
Number 4, looking through clothing, but only your own. Well, then. I don't know. I wouldn't enjoy that. Number 5, slow down time, but only during video game loading screens.
That's doubly bad.
That is really bad, yeah. Like, you couldn't do it during sex, no.
No, of course not.
Maybe you gotta fuck during the loading screens. Maybe that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, like you get an old PS1 game that has a long load time.
Like one of those stupid wrestling games that takes 5 years to load.
Yes.
Number 6, the power to tell in exactly which ways the people around you are better than you.
That would suck.
That is a superpower. It's called low self-esteem.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
that exists. Some people have that. Number 7, knowing when squirrels need to poop. Well, there is a Marvel superhero called Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, yeah.
I assume that she knows. She knows.
She talks to them.
Number 8, being able to self-destruct. Well,
Oh, that's a one-time
You're only
use.
going to use that once, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 9, gaining the power of flight through diarrhea. So that's a rocket-powered asshole right there. I think we might have done a ZSA song about that.
Excuse me, I gotta go to Taco Bell for a sec here.
Number 9, gaining the power... Oh, I read that one. Number 10, every time you clap, you shoot out confetti.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to shoot out confetti, I guess. No, it would be better if it was glitter.
Yeah,
That would be
it
way
gets
funnier.
everywhere.
Yeah. Number 11, superhuman hearing, but only when you're trying to sleep.
Oh,
That's
no.
rough. That's rough. Number 12, projectile birth. Oh.
What?
That's a weapon with a 9-month reload time.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Also possibly just a one-time use. Pew! Oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, once is good enough. Number 13, sandpaper hands.
That's me.
What do you mean that's you?
I have really, really, really dry skin.
Have you heard
So
of
it's-
lotion? They've invented it a while ago.
Yeah, but
You might want to try it.
on the norm, I have very sandpapery hands.
Okay. Number 14, ability to move 1 inch at the speed of light per decade. So once per decade, you could go an inch at the speed of light.
That is remarkably unuseful.
I can't imagine when you'd use that.
And how would you know you can do that?
And why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why only an inch, man? Not even like a foot, man. That's crazy. All right, and finally, number 15, telling the future, but no one will believe you.
What a consequence.
Sounds like a Greek tragedy.
How many times are you going to say, I told you so?
Yeah, whatever, man. All right, out of 50, I'm going to say 15. These are all awful superpowers. You wouldn't want any of these.
They were pretty funny. I got to give it a perfect 15.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I mentioned earlier about when we were reading that other list about, deleting someone's internet history. That's part of the bro code.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the next list.
Bro code?
The 20 unwritten laws of the bro code.
Okay.
Oh, I guess now they're written.
Well, yeah, there's a book.
They've been written down because this is on the internet. So it's no longer unwritten. All right, number 1, all groceries must go from the vehicle to the house in one trip. It doesn't matter how many bags there are.
Right.
I have literally came close to dying carrying groceries from my car to my house.
One time,
I won't make a second trip.
One time when we had the bus strike here, and I had no means of transportation because I didn't know anybody with a car, I had to walk maybe 40 minutes in the bleak winter carrying over 10 bags of groceries.
Have you heard of taxis?
I couldn't afford them. I could only afford the groceries.
Well, maybe you buy less groceries. I don't know. That's 10 bags is a bit much, don't you
I
think?
really need
The
it.
only time
So,
that you make more than one trip is if you bought something like a microwave or,
yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, thou shalt always talk shit to each other, but never actually mean it. That
Yeah,
is true.
that's...
I called you a fucking closet brony earlier. I didn't mean that.
No. And I'm never going to tell you that I am. I mean
No,
that I'm
I
not.
hope that you wouldn't. If you were, you would not tell me that, I hope. Number 3, if you're in a conversation where girls are talking about one of your friends and you know he likes on one of them, you should always drop good bombs. Basically, subtly mention good things about them in a non-bromance way.
I've done that before.
Yeah, you talk the guy. You got to help a
Talk them
brother
up.
out. I mean, yeah. Number 4, alcohol is a form of currency.
Yeah. It's like,
Absolutely.
you help me move, I'll give you a case of beer.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Number 5, never take your buddy's last beer without asking, ever,
Mm.
ever.
Or never take somebody's last anything, really.
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, I mean, you could take the last beer. You could take the last slice of pizza, but never both. That's just greedy.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, no grudges. You talk, you fight out your differences, and then you have a beer and you get over it.
If only it were always that easy.
Well, grudges are for women.
But if somebody's holding a grudge against you, I mean, what can you really do, you know?
Well, that's their fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, do not date your best friend's ex. Even if they say it's fine, you simply don't do it. It can destroy relationships.
Mm-hmm. Because then you might find out things, or there might be unresolved jealousy.
Yeah. That's basically what it's going to lead to. I've had experience with that.
Mm.
Number 8, chill out. It's really not such a big deal. That statement applies to pretty much anything at any time. That is so true.
It's not a big deal unless it is.
Number 9, player 1 shall always fall to whomever owns the console.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Number 10, shotgun is a responsibility, not a privilege. If you are sitting up front, you're not the passenger, you're the co-pilot. You're responsible for music selection, navigation, and responding to calls and texts on the driver's phone.
I thought music selection fell on the driver since it's technically, if it's especially their car.
Not for road trips.
Oh, okay.
Number 11, don't throw a friend under the bus to impress someone, ever.
No, that's
like
not
the
cool.
king of the dick moves there.
Yeah.
Number 12, when offered a beer, accept even if it's not your brand. Your favorite brand of beer is free. Your second favorite is cold. Sounds about. The only one that I would say no thanks to is the light beer. I don't get the light beer, man.
Yeah.
Number 13, if it makes for a good story, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right. Number 14, if a guy is engaged in conversation with a woman, don't interrupt or try to piggyback. Find your own girl.
Yeah, there's plenty of people at this party.
Yep. Number 15, if your bro dies, delete his internet history.
There you go. You called
Told
it.
you. It had to be on there. Number 16, if a bro dies while lifting, you put more weight on the bar, then you call 911.
9/11.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. They wrote it weird.
Yeah, put more weight on the bar. Oh,
Yeah.
He was trying so hard.
Yeah, that's what you do. Actually, what you do is you call 911, and then in the interim, then you put the weight on there.
Yeah.
Number 17, never use the urinal directly next to another man unless absolutely necessary, and for the love of all that is holy, do not speak to him.
Or, look.
No eye contact either.
But what? It's the worst. What if they strike up a conversation with you?
That's their fucking problem.
Do you just not talk? Pretend they don't exist?
You pretend you don't speak English.
Like, just shake your head and go,
No habla inglés.
no habla inglés.
Very simple. Number 19, if they helped you move, you were compelled by law to reciprocate.
Yep.
And finally, I skipped one here. Number 18, I skipped number 18.
Mm-hmm.
Be polite around your bro's girlfriend, but when he asks what you think, always lay the cold, hard truth on him.
Yep.
Yeah. And finally, number 20, there are specific rules to the head nod when greeting another male. If you know them, you nod up. If you don't know them, you nod down. I never thought about that, but that is the thing. That is true. I never really thought about it, though.
I think I've just naturally done that.
Yeah, that's just a thing that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought it had to be written down, but there you go. Out of 20, I will say. It needed a little tweaking there, and I did the tweaking for it, but I'm going to say 19 there.
I'm going to give it a 20. Those were all genuinely good ideas.
Yeah, it's just some of them just slightly off on the details. That's all.
I don't know.
Okay. Now I got these lists from Paul Balch.
Paul Balch.
Paul Balch. Yeah. They're all video game lists and
Yes.
very interesting. I don't think anybody sent these in before. First is his top 6 personal favorite commercial or critical game failures. So basically, these are games that are considered to be bad in one way or another that he enjoyed.
I've been waiting for a video game list. I'm in a video gamey mood.
There you go. Number 6, Duke Nukem Forever. He says, this game had the same problem that Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace had. There were too many years waiting for it, so expectations were unrealistically high. I got exactly what I expected, the Duke's attitude. The 14-year development time is, in my mind, why some of the gameplay in areas felt old and done before, and really, at what point do you quit tinkering with the game and either put it out on the market and hope to earn back some of what was spent on the game or just abandon it? Well, hopefully sometime before 14 years passes.
Yeah, because that is way too long a development hell.
I think the
way
problem is that, like, if that game was released in the year 2000, it would have blown people away.
Yeah,
But it
but
was released in 2014, so... Number 5, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. As I got this
Really?
I got this on the SNES when I was young after I played the original on the NES, but before I got to experience 4 and 6. Still have it and gun through it every once now and then. I think it was good for what it was. I mean, you got to remember that it was supposed to be like kind of like baby's first RPG, you know?
yeah, but a lot of companies have said, this is great for a starter RPG, but not always the case.
Well, for a starter RPG, you could do better. But there's elements to it that are good. The music is good. The graphics, for the most part, are good. It's not that bad.
People have said Mario RPG is a good starter, Earthbound.
Mario RPG is a really good example, actually.
Because there's action still involved.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not just menus.
Earthbound, I would say no.
Well, yeah, we know how you feel.
Number 4 is one that I can't get behind, Shaq Fu for the Genesis.
You can't get behind it? It was a failure.
I can't get behind liking it.
Oh.
He says, to be completely honest, I got this game because I wanted to see just how bad it was. When I got home and played it, I was surprised with how much I was enjoying it. I admit it's got bad controls, and I never bothered to learn the moves, but I enjoy it when I play it. Well, somebody's got it.
Yeah, I remember renting it for the SNES, and I was done after a day.
I was done after a few minutes. It's like, all right, time to play Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat or something. I forget it.
World
Number 3,
Heroes.
Fable 3 for Xbox 360. There were way too many loading screens in this title. The game map is horrible, and I prefer Fable 2's menus to the Sanctuary. But when it isn't loading and I get to play, I enjoy the story and the gameplay. I think Fable series would benefit a lot from having a neutral morality instead of everything being so black and white.
I never played any of the Fable games.
I think the problem with Fable is not that they're bad games. It's just that every time a Fable's going to come out, they talk it up like it's going to be the greatest thing in the world, and it's always going to disappoint you. It's never going to live up to what they say.
That's the problem, that the hype train is so fast these days.
Yeah. Number 2, Metroid Other M for the Wii. My chief complaint about this game isn't Samus's personality, but the aiming controls for the missiles.
Yes.
Killing the Metroids while dealing with the Queen next to impossible. About her mental issues in the game, I always figured she was suffering from PTSD. Well, we know that. There's a lot more in there, but I'm just like, you know what? The thing is, it's just... my problem with it is just that it's not that fun.
Yeah, it just felt so cold and...
hackneyed.
Yes.
Hackneyed is a good word for it. And number 1, I can't believe he's putting this on here, E.T. the Extraterrestrial for Atari 2600. The second game I ever beat, Haunted House being the first. I enjoyed it when I was 5, and I still like it today, considering it was made in such a short time. I'm amazed that there aren't any major glitches in the game. The controls work, and for the time, the music and graphics were good.
I would like to know how to actually play the game, because apparently you can beat it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, on the easiest setting, it's pretty easy to do that. You just got to find all the parts of the telephone and then call the ship and then just get on it. That's really all it is.
Yeah, but how do you prevent yourself from falling into those damn holes?
Well, you're supposed to go in the holes to look for the telephone, so...
Yeah, I guess so. And then just extend your neck.
Out of 6, 4.
Same here, 4.
4. Okay, so his next list is his top 6. He likes the number 6. personal favorite commercial or critical successes. So these are just to prove that he doesn't always play bad games, you know. So number 6, Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox 360. I enjoy all the games in this series, but I think this one is my favorite because the whole map is open at the beginning of the game. I love driving around the city, just looking at all the detail that was put into the map. Bouncing between characters is fun, just to see what they were up to before you take over their lives too. Also, doing that and then switching right back is a good way to fix up any damage to your vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm so meh on Grand Theft Auto, so...
I have Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS3. I borrowed it from my brother, and I genuinely enjoyed it, and all the commentary and stuff was fun, but it's because of my vision that I can't do the driving sections, and driving is kind of crucial in a game called Grand Theft Auto.
Pretty important, yeah. Number 5, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Well, a lot of good could be said for Skyrim. I like this one better because I felt the character was more customizable, maybe not in looks. And that is not even close to being true. You were locked into your class.
You're not locked into your class on Skyrim?
There's no class in Skyrim.
Oh.
All skills level you up in Skyrim.
Hmm.
So no matter what you do, like, you don't have to pick major and minor skills in Skyrim. Everything levels you up.
Maybe he liked that about Oblivion, that you could...
Yeah, but it's
pick,
not more customizable, it's less.
Hmm.
So anyway, I liked having more than 3 attributes I could raise when I leveled up. Granted, you couldn't adjust them with the freedom of the Fallout series. I felt this one had the best gameplay skill. See, the attributes in Skyrim, like, basically, you level up and you'd choose health, magic, or stamina, but then you would also get a perk point that you could put into any skill.
So
I don't know what he's talking about. Number 4, Super Metroid on the Super NES.
Of course.
I don't feel like reading his paragraphs right now. We all know Super Metroid is fucking great.
Yeah.
Number 3, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. I still haven't played that.
It's amazing. It just looks so gorgeous.
I don't have the Wii U, though. But I should get the 3DS version.
Yeah, the 3DS, I had that first, and it is good enough on its own.
Number
trust
2,
me.
Final Fantasy VI. I mean,
yes!
Duh, yeah. And number 1, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. That's just a great one. He also says he loves my playthrough, so thank you for that. This is better than the other one. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 6 this time. What do you say?
I'll give it a 5 as well.
And his final list is...
Copy-paste.
His final list is interesting. It's top 5 games that he thinks that I should Let's Play.
Ah, okay.
So let's see.
I wish it was a top 6, because then he would have had 666.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe he wanted to avoid that. So number 5 is Super Metroid, which, yeah, eventually.
Yeah, down the pipeline.
We'll do that eventually.
How good are you? Like, can you speed run and all that stuff?
I probably wouldn't try to speed run it.
Do you think you could get the best ending?
Yeah, I always get the best ending.
Nice.
But it's not that hard, is it? It's very easy to do. Number 4, The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker.
It is your favorite one.
It's kind of a bitch to do on a computer, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
The whole capture card situation is annoying. I would like to do it. Number 3, The Suffering. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
I don't know what that is. Number 2, The Simpsons game. I already did The Simpsons game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it already. The whole thing, Arcade Thursday. And finally, number 1, Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, wait. Maybe he means The Simpsons that was released on, like, PS3 and 360. It's got cutscenes.
Well, if that's the case, then no.
Sorry, what was that?
No.
Sorry, what was number 1?
Final Fantasy VI.
Yes!
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I did the first... I've only just recently recorded an LP of Final Fantasy II, so...
Yeah.
We're getting there. Which was more fun than I remember it being.
Oh,
out of
good.
5, I'm going to give you 4 because I have no idea what The Suffering is.
I gotta go along with you. I'd like to see all those, but I don't know what The Suffering is.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is at all. All right, gotta stop pretty soon, but let's see. I got a top 100 list from Almighty Santa here.
Oh my!
It says top 100 favorite songs of the 2000s.
Like 2000 to 2009?
That's what I would assume. Yes.
All right.
All right, I'll go by tens. Number 100, E-Pro by Beck. Number 99, This Is Now by Hatebreed. Number 98, Science by System of a Down. Number 97, Hatchet to the Head by Cannibal Corpse. Number 96, Blame by Korn. Number 95, The Window by the Mars Volta. Number 94, Wolf Like Me by TV on the Radio. Number 93, Black Ice by AC/DC. Number 92, Forced to Fear by Napalm Death. And number 91, I Am an Animal by Kiss.
Napalm Death. I haven't heard them in a long time.
I like Napalm Death.
And TV on the Radio, that's just a fun name.
Some of these, I mean, questionable.
I don't know. He's everywhere. In the top 100 to 90.
Yeah, a little questionable on some of those there, like fucking Mars Volta.
Not a fan of Mars Volta.
No. Not a fan of System of a Down either, to be honest.
Oh.
All right, moving on. Number 90, Idiot Parade by Venomous Concept. Number 89, The Wand by The Flaming Lips. Number 88, Float On by Modest Mouse. Number 87, Mayhem by Terrorizer. Number 86, Go With the Flow by Queens of the Stone Age. Number 85, Never Gonna Stop by Rob Zombie. Number 84, Happy Colored Marbles by Ween. Number 83, Battle Metal, The Heart of Tyrisis by Tyrisis. Number 82, Party Hard by Andrew W.K. And number 81, Giant by Nebula.
Andrew W.K.
People actually listen to Andrew W.K. like he's not just out there as a joke.
Yeah, like a parody of, I don't know, hard party songs.
That's what he is, right? That's what party, 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 I want to have a party. I mean, that's his songs, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's his shtick.
That's his shtick, all right.
As for everything else, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like Tyrisis. The Flaming Lips are all right. I don't know. It's not. Nothing's really grabbing my goat there. Number 80, Green Thumb by Bongzilla. Number 79, Free Radicals by The Flaming Lips. Number 78, I Will Be Heard by Hatebreed. Number 77, Fight Song by Marilyn Manson. Number 76, Those Once Loyal by Bolt Thrower. Number 75, It's Going to Be a Long Night by Ween. Number 74, You Must Fall by Mayhem. Number 73, One Better by Les Claypool. Number 72, Cyber Waste by Fear Factory. Number 71, Pink India by Stephen Malkmus.
I'm kind of starting to get an idea of what this guy listens to. You're seeing some of the same names coming up.
Yeah. It is pretty all out there, though. Like, I mean, you go from, like, the poppy kind of rock and roll, like Modest Mouse, and then you got Bolt Throwers, like death metal, you know. So that's kind of crazy.
Hatebreed.
Yeah. There you go. I like Fear Factory. They're pretty cool. Moving on, number 70, Disposable Teens by Marilyn Manson. Number 69, Hey Mama by Black Eyed Peas. Number 68, Black Metal Slaughter by Bestial Mockery. Number 67, We Believe by Wumpscut. Number 68, Tetragrammaton by the Mars Volta. Number 67, There by Radiohead. Number 66, Hunting for Witches by Block Party. Number 65, In the Eyes of God by Deicide. Number 64, Coma by Buckethead. Number 63, Sex Raptor by Horse the Band. Number 62, Two Hookers and an 8-Ball by Mindless Self-Indulgence. And number 61, Choke Sermon by Lamb of God. It's continuing to be like all over the map there. I mean, now you're putting in like Black Eyed Peas and like Wumpscut in there.
Horse the Band.
I was gonna ask about. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, they're like a metal, just kind of. They have a song called Cuts Man that's all about cut man. That's how I found them.
Okay, Cunt Man.
Or Cuts Man.
Cunt Man.
Yes.
Number 70, Woman by Wolfmother. Number 59, Instruments of Torture by Warbringer. Number 58, Barking at the Moon by Jenny Lewis. Number 57, Sit Down, Stand Up by Radiohead. Number 56, Living Hell by Nuclear Assault. Number 55, Revolution by Judas Priest. Number 54, Musicology by Prince. Number 53, Gluey Porch Treatments by the Melvins. Number 52, Right Now by Korn. And number 51, I Phantom by Mr. Liff. Well, there you go.
Again, it's just everywhere. Like,
yeah,
everything. Like, there's Marilyn Manson.
What the fuck is Gluey Porch Treatments? That doesn't sound right.
Are the Melvins a punk band? They sound like a punk band.
It sounds like a punk band. I don't know though. I'm gonna move on here. Number 50, Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. Number 49, Chemically Altered by Municipal Waste. Number 48, Fuck the System by System of a Down. Number 47, Disposable Teen by Marilyn Manson. That was already on the list.
Yep.
So that's one of the cardinal rules of list breaking there. Number 46, No One Knows by Queens of the Stone Age. Number 45, In Legions I Am Wars of Wrath by Goat War. Number 44, Murder and Madness by Electric Wizard. Number 33, Autopsy by Dismember. Number 42, Trauma Queen by Agoraphobic Nosebleed. And number 41, Hanging Tree by the Queens of the Stone Age.
Trauma Queen. That's good.
Gotta love the name Agoraphobic Nosebleed. That is creative.
Agoraphobic.
That's
Just
two words.
a lot of these I'm not really sure who they are.
Two of those
But,
words that you don't think of. Not a fan of Electric Wizard, though.
yeah, like what are they?
Boring Sabbathcore type music, you know.
Sabbathcore?
Doom metal, but bad doom metal.
Okay.
All right, there is no number 40.
Wonderful.
It skips from 41 to 39.
He doesn't like 40.
Something about that number. It's another cardinal rule broken there.
Mm.
Number 39, By the Way by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Number 38, Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. Number 37, Fault and Fracture by Converge. Number 36, All Nightmare Long by Metallica. Number 35, Possessed by Black Fucking Metal by Nagaroth. Number 34, Demented by The Dwarves. Number 34, Vertigo by U2. Number 33, New Slang by The Shins. Number 32, Mixamatois by Radiohead. And number 31, The Whole World by Outkast.
What is that? Possessed by Black
Possessed by
fucking
Black
Metal?
Fucking Metal. By
That's an
Nagaroth.
awesome name for a song.
That is a great name for a song. The one that called out to me here was Vertigo by U2. It's an awful song.
Oh, which one's that one? I don't know.
Here we go, Vertigo. It's just awful.
That's you too.
Ugh.
The Dwarves. I think they're a punk band too. Actually,
Sounds like it. I'm not familiar with them.
they're an older punk
All
band.
Nightmare Long, great fucking Metallica song.
But
Very much
Boulevard
a
of Broken Dreams. Weak.
It's a good song.
I do not like that song at all.
Really? I like
Boulevard of Broken.
that whole album is great. I don't know. I think you're an idiot. All right.
An American Idiot.
Yeah. Number 30, Shattered Existence by Napalm Death. Number 29, Bite the Hand That Feeds by Nine Inch Nails. Number 28, Feel Good Inc. by The Gorillaz. Number 27, Do You Realize by The Flaming Lips. Number 26, Are You Going to Be My Girl by Jet? No. Number 25, Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott. Number 24, One More Time by Daft Punk. Number 23, God Hates Us All by Slayer. Didn't I mention that earlier?
Yeah.
Number 22, Make Me Bad by Korn. Number 21, Scars of the Crucifix by Deicide. Let's stop there. Missy Elliott randomly in there. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Yeah.
Catchy enough.
Not the greatest group of 10 there, but not terrible.
We're getting into the more popular mainstream.
It seems like it, yeah. All right, moving on. Number 20, Fell in Love with a Girl. There's no artist there.
All right.
Maybe
he was just telling us.
He just wants you to let you know. That's the White Stripes, by the way. But
okay.
Put that on there. They're awful. Number 19, Procreating Satan by Gorgoroth. Number 18, B.O.B. by Outkast. Number 17, Stand by Eminem. Number 16, Sign of an Open Eye by Gorgoroth. Number 14, Death Camp by Toxic Holocaust. Number 13, Here to Stay by Korn. Number 12, Evil by Interpol. Number 11, Ms. Jackson by Outkast.
I am for real.
Never meant to make your daughter cry. Gets in your head.
It's a fun song.
It's an earworm for sure.
Mm-hmm. Anything? What? Toxic Holocaust? You ever heard of them?
That sounds crazy. I've never heard of that one though.
Procreating
Satan. I was just about to say that. That's crazy.
That's a good name.
The White Stripes are awful. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
I just think they're kind of boring.
All right. Here's the top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Number 10, House of Cards by Radiohead. Number 9, Mr. Brightside by The Killers. Number 8, Portions for Foxes by Rilo Kiley. Number 7, Time Waits for No Slave by Napalm Death. Number 6, Crazy by Gnarly. He wrote Gnarly's Barkley. It's Gnarls Barkley.
Gnarly's Barkley.
Number 5, Born Secular by Jenny Lewis. Number 4, World Painted Blood by Slayer. Number 3, Acres of Skin by Fear Factory. Number 2, Hurt by Johnny Cash. And number 1, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Ooh.
Oh, God. Really? That song?
Really?
I like that he put Rilo Kiley on there, though.
Hurt by Johnny Cash, randomly.
You know who Rilo Kiley is?
I don't want to know, to be honest.
You know the movie, as I was saying earlier, The Wizard? You know that girl that's like, he touched my breast?
Yes, that's her, isn't it?
She's the singer.
Oh, my God. I've seen pictures of her on stage. Yeah. She's kind of hot now, huh?
Yeah,
I love the guy who touched my breast. She doesn't have any breasts.
You can't get away with that these days. Putting that in a movie.
You probably could.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not a kid's movie, though.
Yeah.
Touch my breast. She did it like twice, didn't she?
I thought you only did it the one just to distract him, and
I
then...
thought she did it like more than once. I don't know. He touched my breast. So you touched her breast. Oh, God. They beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What a weird fucking movie.
Yeah.
Out of 100, I'm conflicted. There's stuff I like, there's stuff I don't. I got to take major points off for not having a number on there and for repeating a song and then for having the White Stripes at number 1. Come on, man.
Well, it's his list, you know, to be fair.
That's gross. 68. What do you say?
I'm so conflicted, I'm going with an even 50.
Oh, wow. That's very conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
You were lower than... I thought I was being harsh.
It's just some good, some bad, some I don't know, some in the middle.
Yeah.
So...
All right, I'm going to...
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Oh, that's a good song. All right. Final one, and this is from... We're going back to Tickle. This was submitted by Alex Shannon, though. 20 Dumbest Students Ever.
Dumbest students. Okay.
This is going to be fun.
Is this like a list from movies and TV, or is it just real life?
No, this is submitted by actual teachers.
Oh, okay.
So, most of these are just quotes. Number 1, why don't the terrorist countries have to follow the Constitution?
Oh.
A lot wrong there.
That's a face palm.
There's a lot wrong with that. I mean, you want to be a teacher, so Matt, well, how would you react to that? I mean, and just keep in mind that launching yourself across the room like Superman and double punching this person in the face is not accepted.
Although that was my second option, my first option I would be interested. I want to know which countries do you think are the terrorist countries? Like, I'd want to get into this kid's head.
And considering that you're in Canada, I guess they wouldn't say that about the Constitution, but...
No.
But there you go. Number 2, during World War I, why were all the women slaving away making shells for the war when they could have just gone to the beach and gotten them from there? Oh my God!
Wait, what?
Artillery shells, not seashells!
Just shells.
That's crazy.
Now, are these students like 6 years old or 15?
I have no idea.
I want to hope they're young, but I have a feeling they're in high school.
Could be college for all we know. Number 3, so all 435 representatives live in one house.
House of Representatives. Yeah.
At least they know there's 435 of them.
That's awfully specific.
Number 4. Okay, so this is definitely a college one because it says professor here. Professor. So who can tell me about Pearl Harbor? Girl. Oh my God, I love that movie. Oh my God. Look at
I would hate if that happened in real life.
It did happen in real life.
Yes.
All right, number 5. If we have weapons that could blow up the entire world, how come no one has used them?
Because they can... why even fight it?
Yeah, why even go there at this point?
I'm
Number 6.
Double face palm.
This is bad. Number 6. If China is ahead of us by like a day, why didn't they warn us about 9/11?
Oh. Because you're an idiot.
Next one's just unfortunate. Number 7. This is unfortunate. It's definitely college kids at this point. Hey, do you know what day the professor hands out the textbook?
Oh my God.
Well, unfortunately, in college, you have to buy them.
Yeah, this kid needs a lesson in college.
And they're ridiculously expensive, so good luck.
Always.
Number 8. Sorry I'm late. Would you mind starting over?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Well done. Number 9. So professor asks, these are all, so now it's been confirmed. This is all college.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. What was the name of the Indian that helped guide Lewis and Clark? And the student guessed Sokotoa?
Sokotoa.
Sokotoa, that's what the guess was. Is that even a thing? Sokotoa?
I just picture somebody soaking their toes.
I'm going to Google Sokotoa. Oh my god.
What?
Sokotoa is an acronym used in math to memorize how to compute sine, cosine, and tangent of an angle.
That's weird because I took that kind of thing and I never learned that acronym.
So stands for sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, cos stands for cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and toa stands for tangent equals opposite over adjacent.
I probably learned those.
And by the way, it's Sacagawea, in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, they made dollars.
Yep. Number 10, rice grows in fields. I thought it was made from chipped potatoes. What the actual fuck?
Chipped potatoes.
You thought rice is potato?
That's so good.
Is you ignorant?
Either you is or you ain't.
They don't think it be like it is, but it do.
I ain't stupid. I just duped it.
Number 11, I have a note from my mom. Can I get an extension?
Well, because you have a note from your mother, I mean.
Yeah. Number 12, professor says, you have 90 minutes for this exam. Student, you told us we have an hour and a half. Oh, madam.
Sorry, but budget cuts. We had to cut time.
Yeah, I know, right? Number 13, in class we were discussing the hole in the ozone layer. Some girl blurts out, oh, that is the hole the space shuttle flies through, right?
Oh, no!
Amazing.
The intelligence of the youth.
The unintelligence of the youth. Number 14. We were discussing forest fires that were going on somewhere in the Midwest at the time, and a girl asked, how can the fires keep burning for more than one day? Do they start back up again every morning?
What, so they go to sleep?
I guess. You know, here's the thing. I'm going to get a little ranty here for just a moment, but the problem is it used to be that people who went to college were people who wanted to go to college because they felt they needed more education and they wanted to specialize in something. And now we're in this society where everyone is pressured to go to college.
You go to college because you go to college.
Yeah. These are people that, and I don't mean to be mean, but these are people who would probably be best becoming like mechanics or something.
Learn a trade.
Yeah, exactly. They should be going to vocational school because they're obviously not on the level of college, you know?
And you don't have to be ashamed to learn a trade.
And that's okay. That's okay. But that's the thing, that we've stigmatized not going to college.
Like, if you're not smart, well, then you're an idiot.
Then you're an idiot. Yeah, there's nothing in between.
Yeah.
All right, so you're either a genius or you're an idiot. There's no average intelligence anymore. Okay, so number 14. Oh, that was number 14. Number 15, English professor was collecting food and stuff to send to Japan after the tsunami, namely rice. Girl raised her hand and asked if it was to soak up all the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, goddamn. That's amazing. By the way, how racist is it that, well, let's send them rice?
Yeah. Well,
Number 16, biology professor. Look at the person sitting next to you. You share 99% of your DNA with them. Student, oh my god, is that why you did the seating chart this way?
Oh my god.
Well then. Moving on, number 17. Did Albert Einstein invent electricity or did he just discover it?
No, he invented it. He created electricity.
How old do they think Einstein... I mean, did they realize Einstein was around in, like, the 60s?
Yeah, and he didn't really do anything with electricity. He wasn't the guy that did it.
No, not relativity.
Yeah.
All right, number 18. If a bear and a deer were the last things on Earth, would they mate?
Well, one's certainly going to try to eat the other.
Well, maybe if the bear is really horny, it might try to fuck the deer. But
speaking of which, I saw that video you posted on Facebook
I
about
was just going to mention that, too.
The deer.
Thug life. And you know what? That was posted by someone. I had no idea it was going to be one of those Thug Life videos.
Yeah.
Took me completely by surprise, laughed my ass off.
It was so good.
Yada-da-da-da. It's a double G.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg in the house. All right, number 19. During a lecture on greenhouse effects, a student raised their hand and asked, why wouldn't they just stop building greenhouses? How about, you know. Because no one's ever thought of that. You are a genius.
Yes. Well, now we've solved all the world's problems.
Finally, number 20, freshman bio class talking about DNA damage via free radicals and how some foods have antioxidants. Obnoxious super tan girl in front row. So, like, how many blueberries should I eat if I, like, tan twice a week?
Wait, what?
You can't see me right now. But I am in double facepalm.
Double face palming hard.
Very hard. I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm just like...
I bet that girl has a lot of participation awards at home.
I bet she has a lot of cancer, too.
Oh, yeah.
I can't understand the whole tanning thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real... I mean, that's just... Oh,
I love to cook myself slowly.
radiation.
Mm-hmm.
You just stick yourself in a microwave at that point.
Oh, like that scene in Gremlins?
Out of 20, Jesse. Imagine these are your students.
I gotta give it the full 20 with the face palm on the side.
I am going to agree. Double face palm, full 20, motherfucker. Do we have time for one more? Let's see. I'm not gonna get to upload this till tomorrow anyway.
It's okay.
Let's see.
Like a little August in my September.
Yeah, right. We don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. What do we have here? All right, this is going to be the last one. From Kotaku. Submitted by Alex Shannon. And it is 21 great troll stories.
Oh.
Trolling.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
The troll toll. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think we have time for this. These are all long.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, this is very long. All right. I'm going to save that one, and we'll do that on List Critics with Tanya then, because that's
all right.
Way longer than I thought. I'm looking for something short to end up. Oh, man, I would love to look at the 100 hottest pictures of cheerleaders, but we don't got time for that either.
Well, you always have time for that, but I in a different sense.
Yeah, I make time.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, wow, I'm looking at it right now. Holy shit. Wow. Well, start watching more sports. Anyway.
Them Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
I didn't see any of them, but holy shit, some of these chicks, dude. It looked like a lot of basketball cheerleaders.
Oh, go figure.
So there you go. Maybe that's where all the hot ones go.
Mm.
This is Dallas Cowgirls. You know, from a distance they look good, but up close, ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, kind of crazy. All right. How about a movie list to end it from the anime fans? 10 stupid movie controversies that totally miss the point.
Okay. I want to see where this is going.
Yeah. Okay, so number 10, The Wolf of Wall Street glorifies its scumbag characters.
Oh, so this is what people were complaining about?
Yeah. So, did they forget the fact that they all went to prison?
Yeah, they glorify
That's
it
how
to
it
kind
ended. They wound up in prison.
Yeah, like they glorify it to show the big rise, huge fall, right?
Number 9, Kids exploits and sexualizes its young cast. Unfortunately, Kids was realistic.
Yeah, it was about underage.
Yeah, I mean, it was realistic, and that's why it was so disturbing. Number 8, was Child's Play 3 responsible for James Bulger's death? Well, if I knew who James Bulger was.
And I think I've seen Child's Play 3 once.
That was the one where he was all stitched up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, some newspapers claim that it inspired these two assholes to murder a baby.
Oh my god!
I think if you're the baby murdering type, you don't really need a movie to tell you to do it.
Yeah, they're just looking for... Yeah. They're just waiting for a reason.
It's not like you're completely normal and then you see a movie and you're like, I'm going to murder a baby.
Like, you know what? Murdering babies doesn't sound so... Like, come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Yeah. Number 7, did Cannibal Holocaust feature real murder? Actually, the director tried to make it seem that way. He had the cast kind of go silent afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
like as if they were actually murdered. And, it
It's...
got pretty crazy for a while. But
Mm-hmm.
it was all
I've seen
marketing.
reviews of the movie, and yeah, it's just it was a lot of purposeful hype.
Yeah. Number 6, Pain and Gain trivialize the horrific true story.
I never saw it. It's got The
I
Rock
haven't
in it,
seen
though.
this one. Yeah. All right. Number 5, Compliance is exploitative and too ridiculous.
What's that? What's that movie? Compliance.
I don't know. I'm reading it. It says it's about a young girl working at a fast food restaurant who is accused by a police officer of stealing from customers. The police officer never appears at the fast food place in person, but in fact convinces the restaurant's manager of his identity over the phone, and then further convinces the manager and other employees to detain the young girl, escalating to the point where he asks them to perform a humiliating strip search on the girl.
Oh.
But it was based on true stories. So.
Oh, dear.
So it's exploitative and too ridiculous, but it actually happened. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Basic Instinct is homophobic.
It is?
Because Sharon Stone played the stereotypical murderous, crazy bisexual.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
playing on stereotypes. All right, I see.
But it was supposed to be an exploitation movie. It wasn't supposed to be serious. You know.
No.
Yeah. Number 3, you should boycott Ender's Game because Orson Scott Card is a homophobe.
I remember hearing about this.
Well, he had nothing to do with the movie.
No.
So there you go. And there's nothing actually homophobic in the movie, even though there are homophobic things in his books.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't put any of that into the movie. So.
Is there anything homophobic in the book Ender's Game?
Not in that particular book. Some of his books, but not that particular one. Number 2, Natural Born Killers glorifies murder. Yeah, they missed the point of that one.
Yeah, but it is a good movie.
And finally, number 1, The Deer Hunter is historically inaccurate.
That's what's
Well,
the name?
Here's the thing. It wasn't supposed to be historically accurate. It was supposed to be telling a story. It wasn't. This wasn't a docudrama.
Yeah, like it's just a fictional tale.
Yeah, that's like saying that Braveheart is historically inaccurate, which it is historically inaccurate, but it's still a great movie.
Yeah, like it's based on historical things, but
yeah, it's a poetic license.
Yeah, that's
Very
what I was
important.
trying. That's what I was trying to think of. Poetic.
Out of 10, I agree that all these are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They did miss the point. I'm going to go 10. What do you say?
I'll go a perfect 10. What a way to finish.
Perfect. All right.
Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn. Sorry.
What is wrong with you? Oh, bloody, bloody hell. Thug life.
Thug life.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.